here, we're going to jump into a reading. This is going to be, where is this current relationship at, whatever it is that you're focused on at this time, present moment, and where will it be at in the next 6 to 8 months? Let's take a look here and see what's what. Thank you guys so much for your support, for tuning in. And we're going to go through each of the signs. It's cleared in the throat chakra. Okay. Let's do actually a collective as well reading. And we'll have that towards the end. We'll jump into the collective at the end. Let's do that now. Let's do the collective reading now. All signs, doesn't matter, and this is timeless video. So feel free to tune in whenever you feel guided, in whatever way. What is it that is the current so-called situation? And what are we looking at right now in your present situation? Feel free to meditate. Thank you guys so much for hitting the like button on this video, helping it get around further there. Let me tweet this so that people know we're live at Alchemy and You. And okay, let's jump in here. We've got make the effort. Children in reverse. I feel somebody here wants to communicate something very particular. They want to like almost confirm something. I see someone here like really waiting for an answer on this, like not sure, like will it kind of be clear? Someone has something in mind that's for certain with make the effort. It quite literally may be children reverse. It could also be a new beginning, an opportunity, or something that is hopeful. Okay, very soon coming through in the theme. Someone is waiting on something. I just kind of see that energy. Let's get a little further here. You have worth waiting for upright. What is the current vibe here for the collective? Okay, when it comes to this particular connection, I know I was a distraction from your pain. I bury myself in work to forget you. There is this sort of like the spirit, the space to the interaction that just it's like something I feel like both parties know, or someone here knows that the time is literally just not right to sort of carry something out in this very moment. There is the love, there is, I'm hearing even the hate, I'm hearing that at times. Maybe this is a little bit of a turbulent energy. There's some passion here, but it's almost like there's intention. I hear there's also purpose, but then it's almost it's hard to place it. So I feel there is this question of like knowing, okay, it's like, maybe you both know that something isn't the right sort of context to address something, or I can't stop and even make a decision on it. And definitely they may be waiting. I see someone here, I'm your valedictorian. It's like you get news. I see a blue Jeep going by. You get news of maybe even like college acceptances. I see you like, okay, I'm not in the right state of mind to really decide and choose on this. It says, I will wait for a sign from you. Maybe even a little bit of a debatey energy. It's like, is that what I'm feeling? Is that what they're feeling? We may jump into another collective at the end of this video, just a side note. But yeah, let's continue. Retreat, worth waiting for. Engagement. Yeah, this has to do with the long term. I feel something is in the air. Let's get a few cards to see further. Who might you be dealing with? What the archetype is. We're just on general right now. And then we're going to jump into each of the signs in just a minute. Yeah, this may have to do with like a decision or a final sort of say on something. I do feel that there's clearly two parties here. Ace of Swords in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands, a little bit of turbulent energy yet again. A lot feeling like it rides on this moment here with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. This is a very much a new beginning sort of energy. We have the High Priestess upright, King of Cups upright. There's a lot going on here. A lot of emotion. And we're looking at that ace with the king, and then we see that Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands with the Ace of Swords. A little bit of misunderstanding maybe even, or there's just energy in the air that's just like ripe for misunderstanding. So some of you may want to wait to make a decision. 2 of Swords, I'm seeing that. 3 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups. Yeah, something is put to the side, put off. The Hangman, King of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. I see there's a little bit of like a misunderstanding, even like a distraction energy. So before a decision is made, I feel like you're gonna have to think more about that. Let's just get into the next signs here. And thank you guys for tuning in. Again, we may jump into another collective at the end of the reading. Let's backtrack. Yeah, something is not clear, and I feel like it's almost on purpose, and that may even be, astrologically speaking, certain alignments are just sort of causing this sort of muck, like for a reason. So let's get into it. But yeah, we have the card, I love you. I feel like someone here really has you in mind. Let's get into the sign here of, oh, you know what? We're going to read on the long term, right? Let's do that. So whatever's confusing right now, let's see. Spirit, what will the energy of this interaction be in about 6 to 8 months? What are we looking at here? I feel there's something that someone needs to get honest about, and it is kind of, yes, we have healing family issues in reverse, keep an open mind in reverse, trust in reverse. Something is maybe not, it's not ripe yet. I see that. It's like, it's not the time to address something here. For yourself upright, playfulness in reverse, and religious factors in reverse. There's a lot going on karmically here. It could, yeah. But, okay, maybe it is that you've also passed a sort of test. Okay, yeah, that you've passed some sort of test here for some. For some of you, this is a matter of sort of identifying how you want the connection to move forward. Exactly. It says, my life is not as together as it seems. Somebody may have to finally sort of call something out. It says, but it was my fault, but I blamed you. Maybe that you've sort of finally addressed what was lingering, what was not really being hit home with. You know, I hope that that you can forgive me one day. Okay, so let's clear. We're going to get into each of the signs to get a further just general energy, but I see a very strong karmic sort of past. It says, we both know I'm not the one for you, and I replay our conversations over and over. I am so attracted to you. I was thinking, you know, if that card comes out, I think for some of you, there's this almost like fatal attraction energy. Like, I see there's a question of being realistic here. Maybe someone is going to finally say, hey, like, this is why, okay, the dynamic has been for some, but that I couldn't let you get close to me upright in the theme. Let's get a few more cards. I think somebody here really does sort of, I'm here, enjoy your company, really love you. I see that as well. 10 of Cups upright. There's no question about that. 8 of Pentacles. But then there is this sort of really intense conversation that is in the back of maybe their mind. They're realizing they have to address this. And it may be something religious, cultural. For some of you, there could even be distance. So let's get into the next reading, the signs. We're going to jump into the sign of Taurus. Taurus. Let's clear it in the crown chakra and down through the root. What's going on, Taurus? This connection. Current energies here. What is it? Current dynamic. You have a decision, Taurus, to make, it seems, but let's take a look. You deserve love in reverse. Someone here is feeling kind of, I'm hearing a number of things here. Ashamed. I'm also getting like they're feeling uncomfortable. There's some kind of resistance. They're not feeling maybe brave here. Maybe they're feeling insecure very soon as well. New love. Somebody here wants to renew the passion, the spark, the flame, but there's something that is in the back of their mind. There's something of an energy like of seriousness. And I see someone realizes like, I'm not going to be able to manifest this unless I get back into that zone. I see that with the playfulness in reverse. New love very soon upright. There's a lot of passion here, but it is a matter as well of the perspective, the approach. And I see someone does like realize I want to be playful. I see that with the playfulness in reverse, passion reverse. Yeah, something has kind of like dropped, like the ball kind of dropped here. I see that a little bit. Let's get here the cards for the long term. But I do see like someone doesn't want to end something fully, or they're avoiding sort of like some kind of confrontation with the retreat card in reverse. Maybe that somebody in this party, in this space, feels a little bit mixed signals. They're not sure, is this like so-called the end? Is this where we sort of part ways, or what's going on? I feel like someone here has left someone hanging. Like it's not, they haven't quite sort of called it out. Okay. I see like if they do feel like the spark needs to be reignited, then yeah, it's almost like they're not saying that. Okay. It's kind of hard to read this person or read in between the lines. Now, we have free yourself in reverse. I find that is a very good sign for some of you. So I see that there's a question here of trust. Okay. Trust issues. And over time, within the next 6 to 8 months, I see that, you know, there is this, I feel you still will be sort of interacting and engaging with this theme here. Keep an open mind upright. I see you are working on something here, especially if it's a trust issue. I see you guys are working on this together actively with the trust card in reverse and for yourself in reverse. I do see something ameliorating, express your love. Yeah, I see that actually whatever it is it kind of is in the present moment is going to be quite helpful engagement. I see it actually, this is going to be a very strong connection for some of you. And one that is really meaningful, like maybe it's even a misunderstanding. It's like, well, I didn't mean that in that way. Like, that's not what I meant. That's not how I feel. You will have healing in this space. I see that with forgiving and learning, absolutely knighting that make the effort card, calling in your soulmate, knighting the make the effort in reverse. This is about possibly like truly your soulmate and realizing that I can't just sort of love them. I have to work towards this. I have to be available for this emotionally, spiritually. I have to confront my fears. And in the theme, we have passion. So for some of you, I see someone like maybe even was like thinking like, I'll just move on. Like it's over. I don't think that they're going to think that at the end of this conversation, that's realistic for themselves. Okay. Maybe they want to also just like kind of be alone. I see that. It's like, like I don't need to be dealing, you know, with I'm hearing hermit, the frog, I'm hearing hard to keep, like maybe something, oh, I'll just like let them go. But I see there's a lot of shadow work here. You got to move through that. It says I wish things could be different. Yeah, I see someone, they're going to admit like this is not what I thought, maybe even for themselves. Okay, maybe they'll sort of want to kind of call this out. It says I don't there's a question of respect here. I also hear that. Yeah. Okay, if this is a matter of expression, like actual physically, like seeing, you know, how they feel about you on their face, that will improve. I see that you're going to see a completely different side of this person. Okay, yeah, over time. And in the next 6 to 8 months, I feel you'll be in a stronger space within this particular connection. Yeah, and I see someone realizing like what's holding me back? Like, why would I, you know, not want to get involved in this? I see that as well with I'm afraid to contact you in reverse on stay optimistic about your love life in reverse. There's a lot of shadow work. This week is very heavy. This is going to be a week where you're going to really identify, delineate what is really holding you back. I'm hearing marinara sauce. So specific. Something super specific. Yeah, someone's very passionate as well, and they're very fearful. It's like, I don't want to lose this opportunity. I don't want to lose them here and that. Yeah. And that gets in the way, though. It's like that right there gets in the way. You and I were too young. There's a lot of fear, I feel, and it is mutual between you with the trust card in reverse. It was my fault, but I blamed you. I think it's a lot about how the semantics of how we communicate what we feel. There's a little bit of a pressure, and like also when it comes to one's reputation, I feel like that pressure of reputation question is getting in the way. Someone can't be natural. It's like they can't really, you know, yeah. You know, I think someone is going to look at the end of this road in a way and say, was I being honest? Was I being real? Like, was I really being true to myself and what I really wanted? Or was I acting out of a space of fear with trust in reverse? Like someone reacted, definitely. I see that. So in the next 6 to 8 months, this is going to be something that I feel is going to be healed, definitely, as like, at least like the main mantra. Like, you know, in a connection, you go through different stages. Yeah, it's like, well, that was more of a theme back then. It's no longer really a theme. Now it's going to be maybe a different theme, but at least it's, you know, you're making progress. I see that. So unrequited love in reverse. Yeah, it's going to be kind of like silly even. Like you look back, it's like, wow, okay, why were we like fighting about that? I'm hearing that. Yeah. I wish things could be different upright on separation reverse. Someone is going to come in and they're going to be very much sort of even divulging. It says, I'm afraid to contact you, on express your love. Yeah, I think they're really going to get very, very, how do you say, expressive, actually, just in general. I'm so attracted to you. Yeah, in the last few readings, we were talking about how like there is this shift, like where somebody has almost like an awakening, like they step away from someone and then they see like, wow, okay, that guy's driving on the wrong side of the road. Oh my. It's like, you know, they have to go through a period of time where it's just like, maybe they even have a freaky moment. Maybe they have a vision. They have a nightmare, even hopefully not, but however it is, whatever it needs to be. Maybe they have some kind of moment of fear, and they may, you know, sort of at that point realize how much they love this person, how much they are operating as well from a fear space, possibly in such a way that's not helping the overall connection relationship. So I think this is going to expose whatever is going on right now, will expose the long term of your mantra space when it comes to being vulnerable in a connection, forgiving and learning upright at the base of unrequited love in reverse. It's really beautiful, Taurus. I feel, you know, this person may also really be, you know, helping lead you down a path of, you know, kind of being gentle with what it is that you value here. This could be the one upright. I see someone is maybe at times a little bit aggressive, or maybe their love comes off in a very aggressive or assertive way when really they want to be gentle. This came through. It was, yeah, not reading Venus and Aries, the collective, where someone was mute. It's like they couldn't say like, I love you. They wanted to pet the dog, but they were like scratching his head instead. They want to be different. I hear that. Pay attention to the red flags. Yeah, they're realizing about their own behavior. Like, wow, this is a red flag. It's like maybe they were even saying, oh yeah, this is not really like that big of a deal. But then they turn around. They're like, no, it's a big deal. Like the fact that I would respond like that, react like that, kind of, I'm hearing roll call like that, role play like that. I'm even hearing that. Like something was not even appropriate. So, and yes, we have that playfulness card again in the theme. So some of you, this is like possibly something someone in general has a tough time sort of dealing with. It may be something physical. If you're not physically with this person, I feel like you will at least talk more about that and like why that may be worth waiting for. You deserve love. So yeah, I think there will be healing here. Can we get a few more cards here though? I just think like most of all, what the perspective is what shifts. Like you'll look back and be like, oh, we didn't really like, yeah, it wasn't really what we thought was actually at play back there. Nine of Cups in reverse. Maybe somebody even apologizes. Princess of Swords, right? Prince of Cups in reverse. Maybe you're very different as well. Maybe it's a cultural factor as well. I'm hearing this again, or a language factor. It's like, Oh, they didn't mean that like that. Four of Swords in reverse. The full star. Yeah. This is a very kind of important lesson. I hear that as well. So it's kind of the moment where you say, well, this is not just like me with this person. It's also like this helped me expand my own, my own needs in the way that I address that with the Queen of Cups in reverse as well. I see somebody wants to appreciate someone. And if they hadn't, it's like, sometimes, yeah, we have to go through that period of saying, wow, like, how do we say? Let's say like you say something that kind of makes someone feel some sort of way. Let's say they express that. There's a sort of like rebound effect there. Like you feel you're learning through what they're feeling and them projecting that back to you or vice versa. So it's kind of like you're learning. Let's say, you're dealing with the Queen of Cups. Her reactions will sort of be reflective for you in some sense. Like you will learn more about the element of water by way of dealing with the Queen of Cups and feeling what she's feeling. I'm hearing that, or what they're experiencing. Sort of like bouncing off. Ten of Swords in reverse, the Lovers upright, the Four of Wands in reverse, and the Hermit in reverse. Yeah, so this is really, again, important. Like this is part of shadow work. And usually, these connections that really have quite a long lesson list are the ones that are for our soul's expansion and growth and evolution, which is ultimately right. We're here to expand. So it's very exciting. Let's get into the next sign. Taurus, thank you for tuning in. Let's jump into Virgo. Virgo, where are you at right now? What's going on in this particular connection? What's the dynamic? I'm hearing that song. I wanna love you like I'm gonna lose you. It's a song. I'm getting that also for Taurus. That could be a particular message, but also Virgo. Yeah. So maybe like you realize like how much you really like someone yet again. But I see there's a lot. It's a matter of exposing in a vulnerable way what we're really feeling. So thus it's communication. And again, this may be an experience where it's like, wow, I never had such an issue with this and with someone else or within a different context. So it's a very, again, unique opportunity to sort of transform. And it's funny because to transmute, I'm hearing as well the shadow, the karma. I wanted to post the title of this video. It says, this is so much about the masculine, feminine energies. That was a copy paste from last night. I typed that in the chat of last night's video at the very end there. And that was actually Virgo's reading. So take it as you will. Okay. I do get that this is going to be rewarding at the end of the day in some capacity. Let's see here what's what. A lot of a focus on vulnerability here. Let's get into Virgo. What's the present dynamic connection? Okay. Is he like thinking like, how optimistic should I be about the situation exactly? Just write that. Stay optimistic about your love life. Okay. We're waiting for. I see like you are nervous a little bit. This reminds me of the energy that came through in the Taurus. I think it was the Venus and Aries series. Someone here is very nervous about opening a conversation back up. They're not sure if it's going to be the right time, the right place, the right circumstance, storyline worth waiting for. I do see that someone's considering the past here, heart-to-heart conversations. I see this as like a big, like it's a big deal. I see a bowl of clam chowder soup. That's very specific. Someone's not sure if this is going to make sense even. Like I see them doubting themselves. Like, I don't know, like if this will be helpful even. Someone's maybe thinking again of like reaching out, but they just don't know if it's going to be appropriate given possibly the past. They may be weighing things out. They're not maybe sure that you're really into them. I hear that as well. New love, children. Yeah, I see someone even avoiding someone or some kind of conversation or taking the connection to the next step, but for a very particular reason. It's not because they're just like, they don't care. This is someone here contemplating, really thinking here. We have for yourself calling it. Yeah, they're not sure if maybe you want to be with somebody else. I'm even hearing that. Like they're not sure if maybe they're having trouble reading you. Very much trouble reading you. But there's a lot, but it's not in the sense of saying like, oh, we're not connecting. There's a lot of love. Okay, it says this could be the one new love. Like someone is feeling insecure though. I think this is about fear because, well, if we feel a certain way, why not just reach out? Why not just communicate it? I want you in reverse. Like I see it like someone classically like just wants to play a little bit hard to get. Like I'll wait and see like if they reach out, something like this. There could have been like some kind of moment that made someone feel a little bit insecure, like they questioned or doubted something, or they felt doubtful of something. Let's get a little further. Who are you dealing with? Actually, let's just jump straight into the long term. How will this energy change, shift, transform in the next 6 to 8 months? What will the dynamic be? Getting to know each other in reverse. Interesting. Okay, for some of you, I'll say like this. I feel like it's one of two things. Either you know someone very, very well by this point, and like you'll be past all the roadblocks, so-called. Like you feel like you really know them now very well. And for some of you, may even like, yeah, or you're gonna meet someone completely new. Like either you'll realize they're really just not my type, and you're gonna possibly meet someone new with the soulmate card or brighter path. But I feel like you guys are gonna reunite. Again, we're talking about you with this person. So I really feel like this is, yeah, some of you, if you're worried maybe that they would meet someone new or you would meet someone new, I don't think that's going to be the case. I feel like you're going to really connect way more deeply here. Flirt. I feel like this is someone here who you're hesitant to maybe show a more playful, flirtatious energy with. I do see that will come through more so and be more integrated, and it's going to be actually really, really, it'll feel rewarding. It'll feel really nice. I'm hearing that as well, like the dynamic that you'll have going. Love yourself first. Yeah, it's almost like something rebalances out. Like I feel you won't be so maybe insecure, like, okay, like maybe I gotta do this, and then they'll react like that, or I feel this way, and how do they feel? I feel it's going to be more playful right then. Playful upright. Yeah, it's kind of like you're not taking everything so seriously. It's more lighthearted. It's more, how do we say? It's more freeing even. Some of you also will really understand what it is you like about this person, and I think you'll just really sort of want to be around them even. I see a lot of like wanting to just interact with them and heart-to-heart conversations. Yeah, I see that you may even, yeah, there's going to be a very deep connection. So let's get here a little bit on who this is further and what the energies are here that we're talking about. The Emperor, yeah, I feel like you do have a strong connection again. There's something very meaningful. You really respect this person, very attracted to them. Tower, right? Justice in reverse. And maybe you were worried that something was going to happen like rather quickly or not. For some of you, you are thinking of maybe sort of making amends and even healing a wound from the past. Again, I feel like you're taking your time at that. For some of you, there's a big question when it comes to commitment. And it may be that you have a greater sort of, you have more stability down the line. I see it like this, more passion. I just keep seeing that. But feeling like secure with where you're at in the connection, not maybe feeling insecure by it. Let's get here a card on the dynamic again. You with the initial person that you are 6 to 8 months. What are we looking at here? And of course, the general video. I look for you everywhere. I feel like you guys are going to be hanging out a lot, spending a lot of time together. I want to tell you how I feel. I feel like you will be. I replay our conversation over and over. I see a lot of romance, like a lot of thinking back on the conversation. So many things remind me of you. Maybe you will be possibly for some of you at a distance. Yeah, okay. I want to be more than friends. Just where we had justice sitting in reverse. So this is something about the long term. Like you see, there's so much potential here, but then sometimes you maybe get freaked out. Okay, for some of you, you may be at a distance, and it may be though that you're sort of like flirting so-called across the miles, and maybe that you're sort of getting ready to maybe even meet up again, or you're together. Maybe it's been after a period of time where you were just friends. I hear that as well. Like it wasn't yet a really secure sort of connection. But for some of you, the major plot theme here is that you may just kind of not be acknowledging really for certain in a public way what's going on between you two. But I see that will change. Okay, like if you're flirting right now, even just a little bit, like I feel like that will change down the line in the sense of how you respond and react to the nature of this connection. And maybe it is that you guys are starting to think more about getting serious down the line. So again, that card of justice in reverse and the theme, it may take time. It may take time. Let's get just one more card on that, justice in reverse. Somebody may be getting like closer though. They realize maybe that it doesn't matter. Like maybe someone here, for example, they don't want to, call it a relationship, or they don't want to get married. Okay. I'm not talking someone who's like, ghosting and then coming back after 3 months and being like, let's just play around. I'm not talking about somebody like that. I'm talking about, okay, someone here who, it's like you guys are maybe even living together. You guys, and just somebody just doesn't maybe believe in the theme of marriage or something like that. Okay. This is something, I'm going to make that clear. 8 of Cups in reverse. Yeah. You will sort of leave, the challenging and triggering parts of this conversation. You will heal from also the mantra of like maybe abandonment. Like, why is it that I feel that, this person's mantra about relationships is affecting me and making me feel some sort of way or making me feel insecure? Let's clear the throat chakra. Let's backtrack. And so for some, I feel like the way that you approach the dynamic will be different, but interestingly, I feel like you're both falling so much in love with each other. Oh, the Star. Devil in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. I feel someone here is also really attracted to somebody and they will want to sort of readdress and reprioritize these energies. I want to get a little further on this. I see something about a beach here. Someone's at a beach. Two of Cups. Right now, you guys are possibly in some sort of, I'm hearing predicted marriage. Maybe it's like you feel like you will get married, or there is something here that is sort of expected, kind of, we'll say. Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords. Yeah, but it's almost like it's not called out yet. Maybe you both feel some sort of way, but you haven't yet addressed it. It's more like it's in the back of your mind. Yeah. Princess of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Swords. The Nine. Yeah, some of you, it's funny because, like, I think this is a little bit awkward. It's like one of those anomalous situations where we worked backwards. Like, we sort of were, how do we say this? It's almost like our relationship moved more further apart, but then interestingly, that was the definition of it. Take it as you will, Six of Pentacles. But this is more, I guess, we'll say, in the mind, in the mental space, how we are actually looking at the connection. Not what we feel, but how we call it out. Like, the emotion is definitely there. I mean, there's a lot that I see. So in your nose, like, there is a lot to this connection, and it's not gonna, like, yeah, you guys may actually physically be apart with retreat on Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, but it's almost like for some of you, the distance will make you grow fonder, we'll say. But it's almost like also like saying, like, that's the proof that it's not really about, okay, I'm hearing the limits and the test to the connection when it comes to identifying with the emotional side of the relationship. So this is a lot of, like, I see two people like kind of thinking about the mentality of the connection rather than what is actually felt as the lesson, as the work here, in terms of what they realize at the end of the day. Like, okay, this is triggering me, but that doesn't mean that I don't feel some kind of way about this person, and vice versa. Okay, you know what? This is the sort of, the shadow work as well that's coming up, and that's okay. I'm hearing it like this. So there's a question of saying, like, no matter what so-called happens or comes up, it doesn't define how I end up feeling about this person and maybe even myself. So for some of you, though, let's backtrack. Yeah, somebody wants to heal something. I also see that. I do feel for some that they do want to communicate really clearly to you about their expectations in the long run, but there is the need to kind of be gradual with that, with the Two of Cups. There could be some kind of factor, but I see them saying, like, wanting to tell you, like, wanting to make sure you know that it's not because of you. I hear that. It's not because of you. Again, I just keep seeing someone's like, I don't want to get married. It's like, but you guys are practically already sort of so-called married. So then I see if that causes major doubt for someone. And, like, why don't you want to just call it out? Like, it's weird. For some of you, maybe finding out the truth crushed me. It's like, you don't want to get married. I'm hearing that. Finding out the truth crushed me. Maybe this is even vice versa. I see a little bit of, like, an immaturity energy, though, as well. Not like saying, oh, you're all immature, but like immature in the sense of we haven't yet really said it clearly why we're also here. I remember every detail. I see a classic, like, friend zone. Someone may be scared to, like, so-called commit, but then interesting, again, I feel like the connection builds over time, and the emotion of the relationship is validated and becomes, like, kind of more obvious and becomes more clear to you both. And especially feel to you by way of you sort of realizing that you actually don't really need the validation. Interesting. So take it as you will. Let's get into the next sign. And, well, this wants to remain as well. I wish things could be different in reverse. I see someone here doesn't want to force the connection to change into anything in particular. Like, they want to kind of keep it open-minded because there is a really strong connection, again, with the Two of Cups. Like, the flow state, it's like you can't really complain, but then there is this need at times to sort of maybe even get a little bit paranoid with the Two of Swords and Two of Cups. It's like, wait, are we really in love? Like, what's actually going on? Possibly. I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, it's like almost like something gets proven. So let's move into the sign of Pisces. Let's backtrack for yeah, somebody maybe feels self-conscious, though, by that dynamic. But I think that will be healed. Whatever that pain consciousness association-wise, that made them feel some sort of way about how someone was expressing themselves in the connection is going to, they're going to realize it and be like, wow, that's actually, not the truth I'm hearing as well. And it's affecting the way that I connect with them. For some of you, somebody is going to realize, like, their back of the mind and their mantra space and how their self-talk even is sort of disturbing how they actually feel and what they know about this person. And what else? Virgo, really quickly. You'll realize that I'm hearing, in the end, it doesn't really matter. That song is by Linkin Park. You realize it's not really so important as well. Maybe those things that you allow to sort of make you feel some sort of way, or like make you feel even sort of affected by the actual interaction rather than the emotion. So, or the even interpretation spiritually and emotionally. Let's get into Pisces. Yeah, it's in the way that you're actually connecting, Virgo. Even in, let's backtrack, in society even. And I feel like both parties, you'll have a moment where like you realize like you really do want this and there's a lot to this. And if someone was not wanting to say something, like just because they're going to realize the factor that was holding, that was at play. Like, oh, I don't want to say this because I'm afraid of like my parents, or I'm afraid of like my parents. I'm here, my parents getting mad at me, my family. There's something even financial going on. Really quickly, I do want to get a perspective of both parties. What will you realize? What will they realize? Someone will realize their ways and what's driving them. They're going to, sort of, kind of, for somebody, someone has a lot of like pressure, tension, friction with the devil and the king of, somebody else here has, okay, this is what I'm saying. For some of you, somebody could be a Capricorn, Aquarius, a lot of Uranus, a lot of Cap. Someone could have a lot of Scorpio as well with that 8 of Torches. A lot of Scorpio and Cap. Then we have here the King of Wands, a lot of fire, or there is something going on. It could be even Mars or the Sun or even Jupiter in Cap. There's something kind of like very intense, very passionate, but then kind of like there's a pointed energy with that. Then I see on the other hand, there's somebody else here who has a lot of Scorpio, has maybe a bit of anxiousness at times with the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. They're going to realize person B here with the Scorpio and the air energy, a lot of air energy, is going to feel kind of like they're going to realize where their mind sort of gets the best of them even. Yeah, but a lot of Jupiter, this person, 9 of Wands in reverse, they're going to realize that, and both will sort of come to terms with, how we identify with the archetype of passion and how we express it. Let's move into the next sign. Let's jump into the sign of, first mention of you, somebody was dominating, like where they wanted to love someone. I also see that. Okay, let's get into Pisces. Let's backtrack. Let's actually do Leo or Sagittarius. Let's do Sag. Sag, what's going on in your present connection? If this is resonating, hit the like button. Let me know. If you guys really like the series, if we get over 400 likes sooner, let's say, at least 200 while we're filming this, then we'll do this again relatively soon. Let me know if you really like this series, and but of course we'll heed our intuition, but if you particularly like it and it is helpful, then let me know and we'll jump into it at some point again. Okay, Sagittarius. You feel like someone wants to free themselves from you, or like they want space, or you're not, it's like something is abrasive. It's like, I see you have your hands up in the air. This reminds me of last night's reading for you, Sagittarius. For some of you, you may be in separation from this person. You feel like something about the dynamic, at least something about the dynamic is not quite right. Yeah, you feel like somebody is even like forgetting about you. It's like it's over. Even for some of you, the soulmate in reverse, you feel like someone is just not prioritizing you. And again, if it's flipped, just flip it, but like interchange it. But for someone here, they don't feel that something is right. Give your relationship a chance. They're not sure if like they're willing to give the relationship another chance. It's like they feel something is really. There could be also a trust issue with children in reverse. Like you've lost a sense of like maybe trust or like innocence in some sense. Like the source, the origin, the starting point of the connection has changed. Wheel of Fortune. Some of you, it's funny because that's the card that came out when we were doing Pisces. There's something that maybe is an interrupting energy. It's like, it may not be the time. Chariot upright, the star. Let's get a little bit more on that. Someone is like worried. They don't want to push the connection though. It's like, well, I don't want to start it up first. I'm hearing that. It was my fault, but I blamed you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. I'm starting to understand our connection. I think there's something of a circumstantial energy, like a misunderstanding. The current predicament is not maybe like conducive. Let's get a long term. 6 to 8 months. Where is this connection going to be at here? I see something about travel or water. I see a body of water. Okay. Stay optimistic about your love life. I feel someone will say something or do something in such a way. Maybe they may even offer something that is very generous. and that kind of turns the beat around. I feel like there is something that will change in the connection. Express your love. I feel like it may take some time. Like maybe someone here is quite hesitant, but eventually it will be brought back around. I hear that with express your love and stay optimistic about your love life. I see someone's questioning like why something happened in the past. Yeah, pay attention to the red flags. I do feel that you will sort of like need to talk about this. Forgiving and learning upright. Yeah, but you will have, I see that like there's more talking about realizing what the issue was. We have reconciliation, stay optimistic about your love life. You will at least have some sort of conversation that will allow you to feel like something has been brought back up from the conversation that needed to be brought back up. And at a time that will be actually a good time. I'm hearing it like this. Because sometimes in the moment, like we do want to resolve something, but then spirit, the stars just don't align. It's not a matter of how our ego wants it. It's a matter of, whether or not it's truly correct. We have engagement upright. I see someone even coming through and apologizing like, hey, sorry, like this just wasn't a good time. That wasn't right, for me or for you really even. Chemistry. I see there is a question as well with an actual reconciliation energy and the passion, the physical, sort of expression of love and the demonstration of love. Chemistry here, perpendicular to forgiving and learning. I see someone who really does miss someone. They do want to be with them, and they may want to sort of gesture in a very particular way. They'll gesture something that makes it clear that they do want to be with them and that they do want to reunite with them physically, especially. So release your ex in reverse. I see someone here is maybe even if they were playing some sort of playing hard to get game, they're going to playing hard to get game. They're gonna release that, and they're gonna want to kind of resurge the energy. I feel you leave me behind. They are gonna, I feel like, want to run in like, hey, I don't actually see it like that. I play our conversations over and over. They're gonna admit that that they do want a new beginning. I am afraid to contact you, and that they do actually feel they're afraid of losing this person. So let's move into the next energy. Really quickly, though, let's just get a little bit of a card pull on the energy in the next 6 to 8 months in this particular connection. I feel like you will have a very nice connection actually going here with this person. King of Cups. It's a general video, though. Two of Cups now, but very, very much like kind of like more honest, softer, gentler. We have here the Three of Cups in reverse. Yeah, something is going to be also smoothed out, like cleared, ironed out, and you're going to make better sense of this connection. Let's move into the next reading. There's a lot of nostalgia in this connection. I feel like you also realize what it is that you really appreciate about this person, what you really like about this person, and what you want out of this moment with them. Because there is maybe, if there is a reconciliation, especially a physical one, like maybe there's a lot of pressure surrounding that moment, that point, and you're thinking, how can I make the most of this? And so maybe somebody was even holding themselves back. Like maybe they're the type who just kind of doesn't take action until they feel fully confident about where that would lead. Let's move into, and they feel there's a lot that rides on this storyline. Let's move into the situation, and it can even be a number of different factors financially as well. Let's move into the sign of Leo. Flirt in reverse. Something has died. I hear that. Oh dear. Something has died. I hear that. Flirt in reverse. Someone is questioning like, they cannot read this person. Where did you go? I'm hearing that. Where are you now? It's like someone feels like something is lost, even past life relationship. Like they don't know if this person is trying to give them mixed signals. Are you trying to give me mixed signals, or what? Let's put even like sort of thought bubbles. It's like, how do we say? Telepathic messages. They cannot really read it for certain. Especially if someone's a Leo here, it's like they can't tell. Like, are you separation reverse, flirt in reverse? Maybe someone's even questioning, are you playing games? Like, are you playing mind games? Like, is this a mind game? I feel something. Yeah. It's like, hold on. I'm hearing wah, wah, wah. It's like, are you telling me that you're like interested in me or like somebody else? I hear that. Attraction. Some of you there's some kind of conversation here. It went maybe a little sideways. I see a Nike symbol. Something was definitely strange. Finances and career in reverse. Something was even lost and like no one was claiming it. Someone just left the situation. It's like very awkward with love yourself upright. It's like someone leaves, but then they don't close the door. But then it's like you're kind of like, yeah, that's right. It's like, don't close the door. It's like, but then both of you are like, no, that doesn't make sense to not close the door. Why are we not? It's a little bit of a passive aggressive energy. Reminds me of the Libra reading for Venus and Aries. Was it Venus and Aries, or what's going to happen with you and this person in the next 10 days? One of the two. It was like a really strange, like, I know that you know that I know kind of vibe. but we're not really making sense here. King of Swords with the King of Pentacles. Yeah. Some of you don't know how to read someone, or there's something, you don't know what they want or what, yeah. Someone feels insecure, very insecure with the King of Pentacles, King of Swords, like very defensive. Even I see that. If this is a financial question, like I see that they don't want to like make any, they don't want to do, it's like they're frozen. I see a frozen energy. Can we get a little bit further? There's a question I'm hearing of an actual meetup. Or something of a physical moment. It says, I'm starting to understand our connection. We need to let each other go. It's like, I see someone's like, what does that even mean though? Or what do you mean you're understanding our connection? It's like, are you telling me like, that's a good thing? Or like, are you telling me that like, it's like they're being kind of snarky. It's like, you can't really understand. You can't quite read between the lines. It's like, this is very confusing. So maybe some of you feel someone is, I do think that they're under a lot of pressure. Like, it's not just you. I hid who I really am from you, and you and I were too young. This reminds me of it was the last stack in the pick a card, like, what do you need to know about this person or something like that? Where someone, like, their blood pressure was, like, rising. It's reminding me a bit of that reading. No, but, like, something, no. You and I were too young. I hid who, no. Let's get in the 6 to 8 months. I left when I saw you with someone. It's like someone's behavior is so strange. Like they've run off. I literally see that. I left you before you could leave me. I see someone like holding someone by the hand, by the arm. It's like, wait, like your glass. I see someone like walking away from a table, leaving a table. I don't react when people mention you. Okay, so let's clear. Someone here maybe has like an ego, a little bit defensive. What's going to be the energy in the next 6 to 8 months when it comes to this particular? I feel there's a lot of imbalance in this connection, I have to be honest. Like, there's just a very imbalanced energy. Like, one person is expressing a lot of one emotion or a lot of one energy, and then another person is just like, it's like you guys have like it's very dramatic. It's very up, down. It's very intense energy, extreme. Let's clear it. Someone is withholding energy, withholding affection, maybe even at times, or withholding a certain energy. Somebody else is like, yeah, we got trust. Something will, okay. You guys are dramatic. I'm so sorry, but yeah, I'm hearing like this. Like you guys, this is almost like the nature of your connection. At times you realize like, okay, he's just Roman. He's just Roman. It's like, that's it. Like, he's just Greek. He's just Greek. It's like, she's just, it's like, is she French? It's like, no, it's like you, both of you have this like saga. It's like either Roman or Greek. It's like, but then is that, dare I say it, Leo, what's fueling the attraction, the magnetism, the chemistry? Okay, with pay attention to the red flags. It's like, why don't you move on to like an easier relationship? It's like where there are no red flags. It's like, because I don't want to deal with green flags. Okay, you got me. I'm hearing that. Oh my God, it's like maybe someone here has a Venus and Leo. Calling all Venus and Leos. All right, I'm here on the Isle of Independence. I'm even hearing that. It's like somebody here, like, how do we say? Like they don't. I'm hearing, I want to love you, like I'm gonna lose you. That song. I'm hearing that again. It's like they don't want. How do we say? They're like, I want to be independent. Like, I don't want to be with you. And then they freaking like, they don't actually like, I'm hearing discuss like why or how or whatever. And they still stick around. I'm seeing that. So it's like, well, you could have someone else like who's maybe wanting that. Like someone saying, well, I don't want that. You guys are getting maybe into a little bit of an argument. And it's like fundamentally, like you're both very different, but you both really like each other. So the question is, how will you actually make it work? Yeah. And I think that there's a lot of us. Yeah, I think this is actually a very strong connection. Honeymoon. What? Oh boy, let's clear the heart chakra. You guys are, it's funny. You guys like melt together. Which reading was that? Where two people, they kind of ice skate into each other. I see you guys like having a reunion. It's like you're gonna eat dinner together one night. I see that. It's like you guys are kind of in an argument, like almost always. It's like kind of the point though now. It's like if we're not in an argument, it's like this is kind of like the point though. Like it feels very telenovela-ish, but like with a plot, with a script. Yeah, it's not just like, it's like, yeah, I'm starting my shift now. Like we're in fight mode. It's like, what? Yeah. Pay attention to red flags, chemistry, honeymoon. Like I feel this actually subsists you in the connection. Now, I'm not saying that that's a good thing, but I do feel like, honestly, you guys are a very particular couple and you guys have like, maybe you need these moments at times to like, but this is a general video. I'm not talking about anything like violent or aggressive, but I'm saying like where you feel like this person stimulates you, prompts you, like you don't want to be, it's like, you could be let's get down to it. You could be, okay, I see you like Leo, you're oh man, I'm getting like that vibe with the glasses. I gotta get the glasses out right here. Oh, shit. Oh man. Let's get it on. It's like, is this really have. Oh man, it's like, here we go now. So take a look at me now. It's like in this case, it's like love means war, war means love. It's like I'm pissed, but that's like cause I am in love. It's like listen, Leo. It's like yes, I know. It's like I am fully in love. Yeah, with Dracula. It's like, but then everyone's like, wait, Leo, but what? But why? It's like they're thinking like you could be honestly also like with anybody else. I'm hearing that. Like, why are you sitting here wondering about whether or not? It's like then it's like I feel like this person walks right by and they're just like, I gotta go now. It's like here he is. It's like you guys are a fucking mess. I'm really sorry, but it is part of the discussion though. Maybe with like what the hell? What is going on? Chemistry with the pay attention to red flags. It's like, I like the red flags. Okay. I'm hearing that. Okay. Whoa. All right. Okay. I see someone's like, it's like weird because they get into an argument with one person. They turn around. It's like they're talking to another person about that maybe very argument. Then it's like, that person is like, when they tell them like, oh, well, maybe you should like not deal with someone who has so many red flags. It's like, then they kind of turn on them. It's like, I need the red flags. I'm hearing that. Oh, to like, maybe like, how do I say? It's like they want this. Yeah, no. I do not believe a Leo who says, I do not want to be with this person. Okay. If they're, oh yeah, like, yeah, no, like, oh, it's just like this or that. No. They like this. They want this. They enjoy the red flags. I hear that yet again. The red flags are like a delicacy in the relationship. I'll be honest. It's like they need the, how do we say? They really, maybe they feel like this is what revives the connection. Oh dear. Is this kind of like almost like a cycle? Yeah, this is something cyclical. But it's like you like it. It's like you feel like it's like a movie kind of like your life is like a living movie. So if you like it, it's like I see you going back and forth. It's like, yeah, I'm fine. It's like I see your friends are talking to you. It's like you go back and forth, literally, Leo. It's like, oh no, I'm okay. It's like, but right when it's like, are you sure that's not going to hurt you in the long term? It's like you are like, listen, I'm a fighter. I'm hearing that. Okay, here we go. I really feel this situation where this is a situation, love and war. It's love. It's like, I don't want to be, it's like a Roman doesn't want to be with Roman. It's like the Roman wants to be with the Greek. It's like, why don't you just find another Roman? It's like, no, it's like, you want to be with a fucking Greek. I'm hearing that. Okay, Leo. Okay. It's like, honestly, you may be the Greek though. You may be the Greek. I don't know. It's like, wait, who's he? Okay, so let's get down to it. It's like, you're talking like Dr. Phil. It's like, Dr. Phil's like pulling his hair out for you. It's like, well, tell me first, who's the Greek and who's the Roman? It's like, we're fucking like, it's just stay out of our connection. It's like, but then you kind of, I don't even know. Oh my God. It's like, but then you're talking to like Dr. Phil, but like poor Dr. Phil. It's like, he's neither Roman or Greek. He doesn't understand these sorts of things. You're like, what the hell? Yeah, no, I feel like Dr. Phil has to start another show. It's like, but for himself, it's like, why don't I understand the dynamic of this particular couple? It's like, he's going mad. I feel like you are making this person go fucking mad. I feel like you're giving like a Dr. Phil like psychological like freaking like yeah existentially blue balls. It's like but to understand why it is that this is working or not working. Oh my God! Retreat, finance and career very soon. Let's go. It's like they're together again. It's like I told them that they were in a good match. It's like he's gonna have to maybe even like yeah he's gonna start a new show. I see that you got Dr. Phil literally starting a new show. I hear that like this, but it's like for his own. He's like with himself. Maybe he's doubting his whole, it's like, why is he also back? Maybe some of you, this connection is so intense. Like it's like, it's still here. It never dies. It's like, I tried to like, kill it off, but I see Dr. Phil's like, I should have been over this, like this a long time ago. Like it's like, I see there's like a past life energy, even it keeps springing up, but it's like, that's the issue. Like Dr. Phil's trying to understand it psychologically. He needs to get more maybe to the esoterica. Okay, this is maybe a private reading. Can you imagine fucking Dr. Phil eating a carrot, dipping? It's like, I was just here at the Terry. It's like, yeah, can you imagine? What's up? Just imagine that. It's kind of interesting. Okay, attraction reverse is like, I don't understand. Like, why? Like, someone who's not attracted to somebody and says they're not attracted to them would be with them. It's like, on the next episode, it's like, he's growing gray hairs, I'm hearing, on his balls. Like, he very specifically doesn't understand something. I'm here. Why won't they meet up? It's like, find out on the next episode. It's like, even he's confused. Worth waiting for attraction. It's like the lights go down. Kind of karmic. It's like, yeah, it's kind of Russian doll. It's like, Dr. Phil has his own karma as well. I'm hearing that. Oh man, this is like weird. You deserve love in reverse. Maybe everyone is looking at the situation. Like, it's very triggering. Maybe Dr. Phil's even involved in the situation somehow. This is a metaphor, guys. Or maybe it's not, we never know. I mean, we cannot say that he would not be, what is a coincidence? He may be literally, yeah, we never know. Reconciliation reverse. It's like I see him just eating a carrot with a dip real slowly. Okay, let's continue. We're waiting for it, right? Attraction. It's like, yeah, he has to understand. Okay, let's get through it. No, I see it really obviously. It's like he sends like, even like, I'm hearing his friend on a gondola down the river. It's like, that's like what he's thinking. Okay. And then it's like, the gondola, it goes in reverse. It like goes up the fucking river. I don't know. It's like, what the hell? It's like, I see Dr. Phil. He's even kind of pissed. It's like all my studies, all my research going to shit. It's like all these couples that I helped in the past. It's like, now there's like this one couple's defying all the odds. It's like, what is going on? It's like, this is a fake couple even. It's like, he just wants to like, he needs an answer. Like, this is just fake. I'm hearing that. They must be fake. Deception, engagement. But then I feel like in his heart, Dr. Phil feels like this is not true. It's like, it can't just be that way. It can't, it's like, yeah. He's even having dreams. It's like, what if they're like truly like the real couple? It's like, I feel like he's even getting some twin flame stuff. I hear that. It's like, maybe this is like a twin flame thing. Maybe there is such a thing to twin flames. Like, oh my God. Okay. Is Dr. Phil a Leo? Let's just take a hot check. Dr. Phil. I feel like someone's very attracted to somebody. Maybe they're like, well, usually like I'd be able to like separate my emotions from like physical needs. I'm hearing that. The way I'm able to like psychologically move myself in and out of this discussion. It's like, oh, he has a Venus and Leo. All right. Conjunct Pluto. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. They gotta be mine, or it's, I'm hearing all or nothing at all. Okay. It's funny. In the 6th house, definitely very relevant. All about relationships, partnerships, transmuting. Okay, shadow as well. It can be shadow, darkness, the unknown, illuminating. Even with the sun in the 6th house, very interesting. Yeah, in the house of Virgo. Yeah, mediator energy, healing assistant. Okay, so yeah, sometimes like I'm getting fucking heated. It's like he's getting very heated. It's like Dr. Phil's triggered. It's like he's triggered. He cannot not be triggered though. It's like, but it defies his own rule. It's like I feel like he won't. I feel like he doesn't want like the commercial break. It's like he's so confused. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, it's like I see they have to close the curtain. I see Dr. Phil's like, he's like, no. It's like, wait, he wants to do he's like, he needs to do one last breath sterilizer test. It's like, hold on. It's like, what's that fitness test? It's like, maybe it's because it's like, you know, it's like the heart is beating. It's like, now it's like Selena Gomez. Hold on. The heart wants what it wants. I don't know. It's like, he's going crazy. It's like, imagine he has like a child, like the child is like totally like defying all of the like logic that he presents maybe at a certain point on his show. It's like, codependently release your acts. It's like, he's going to Hollywood. I'm hearing that he's going to have his own show. I'm hearing that again, but it's from another angle. It's like watch Dr. Phil just like recklessly fall in love. I'm just literally seeing that. Watch him like he's like in Cancun. It's like what goes up must come down. It's like now he's got to like fucking like. It's like he's on like The Bachelor. It's like I don't know. He feels that way. Maybe it's like, what am I doing with this? With it? Maybe he's I'm hearing AA, triple A, 2 A's. I see something about a capital A. It's like AA battery. Maybe it's like he needs a medium. I hear that. Yeah, he needs a medium. Because he's trying to like logically. I see a golden retriever here. He's trying to logic his way through it. But I mean, that's why he's like, he comes back to that point. They'll put that like kiss. That kiss. It's like that's the last scene. Like the curtains are closing. It's like past like religion is like it's like he needs more time on the SAT for that one question. I'm here to like no, but like she said like, but then it's like let's go in the third eye. It's like, but usually I just move on. It's like, nah, this is different. It's like I'm screwed. I'm hearing that. Oh man. He's studying. It's like I see him getting like relationship forensic on the connection. It's like the last time you met, it was like that. Then it's like the next time, it was like that. It's like he is up at night. I don't know. Maybe he even wants to see if someone's gonna move on. I'm seeing that. Okay. So now, yeah, expression love in reverse is like, okay, was this the 6 to 8 months? Yeah, it was. Okay, so for some of you, I think this is both ways. Like, this is both ways. This is a connection that, you know, honestly, truly, like, you guys are very reflective here. If one person is like, you both feeling this way, okay, it's not just one person. I'm hearing Syracuse here. We have you deserve love, upright, you are lovable. It's like someone comes through, it's like they come back. It's like, what the fuck? It's like their heart space. I feel like I keep saying Dr. Phil. He was like, yeah, no, I'm over it. Like, this is not a healthy relationship. And then now it's like, he realizes that like something crops back up from the past. It's like, maybe it's karmic. It's like, I feel like, yeah, Dr. Phil got says karma kind of vibe. It's like on the next episode, I just see this is the curtain. It's like, he's like, no, hold on. I need like to still have that one. I'm hearing that one baby mother tested. I mean, I don't know what. It's like, maybe no, there was true love. I hear that. Maybe he's doubting. Yeah, so he's doubting. So he's triggered. Love and light. Someone is questioning something. So he wants to know if like this will be true love. But maybe it's because he feels like it's not enough. It's like he's maybe telling like even himself like we're not a couple. Like he's trying to maybe even apply his own logic that he gives to other couples like to himself, and then he realizes like it doesn't work. It's like I'm having trouble fucking releasing my ex. It's like I'm hearing like I'm hearing also like my letter to her. It's like maybe he's like he wants to write something. It's like he can't. It's like he's hung up. Because I'm locked up. It's like he's, you know, someone feels out of control in this love story. They feel like they're in love and they can't get out. They can't get up. Reconciliation, reverse. Like, but then he's confused. But then he's not leaving this kind of situation. He wants to like understand it. It's like I see him like a good old Dr. Phil. Okay, a good ass old Dr. Phil with some big ass circles under his eyes. Unrequited love, upright. They want to make sense of this. It's like he comes back into the ring. It's like, okay, let's like punch it out. It's like for some of you, this person. But then I feel like you thrive off of this. For some of you, this person, it's like, I feel like Dr. Phil realizes there is not, you can't just let it go. You can't just say, yeah, that's the end. That's not going to heal the story. I hear that as well. So there's healing here. And I feel like he realizes like, maybe we need to transcend. It's like, I feel like he wants to go like kumbaya on his audience. I'm hearing that. Like, let's clear on the sacral in the room. It's like, guys, like, hey, I'm sorry. Like I said, you could just cut someone off like that. Like you actually have to like really heal the mantras. It's like, he wants to get kind of, I see him like with a butterfly on his third eye. I don't know. It takes me well. It's like a tattoo. He has some kind of bandana. It's like, yeah, take it too long. Yeah. It's like, everyone's like, is that Dr. Phil? It's like, he's really getting into that. It's like, yeah, you better believe that. You best believe. It's like, because someone realized they have a spiritual awakening. It's like, I can't move on. I'm going to not give your relationship a chance of bright. I'm quite love. And they may even realize, like, why do I feel like I don't want Charlotte to move on? It's like, but then I can't. Yeah, love yourself at the base of unrequited love. It's like he's literally, I see him going to a medium. It's like they're giving him answers like, but it's not enough. I need to really understand. So he's going through a chrysalis moment. He's having like, you know, this experience of like, well, it's, yeah, I have to understand and not just discard. I'm hearing that or step away. So let's clear it and just kind of release. I'm hearing that. And maybe Dr. Phil's a metaphor or it could be literal. Okay. It's like Pluto retrograde. Okay. But this Pluto conjunct his Venus. Passion. Yeah. It's like, okay, I want to transmute it. Passion of bright. Maybe he thought he could just ride off in like a Harley Davidson motorcycle, okay, with nothing but love in his eyes, you know, for his mother. I'm even hearing that. It's like, no, it's like we have to make up. I'm hearing that yet again. I see like he sees a butterfly. He remembers something. It's like, oh man, I can't forget about her. I'm hearing that. It's like this something soft. It's like he was supposed to race. I see him like on a really like on a long stretch of highway. It's like I'm on the highway to I'm Dr. Phil, like it's all good. It's like, and then he's like slowing down because he sees a butterfly. I just see that. Really, I see that. Like a butterfly on the side of the highway. It's like it catches his attention. It's like maybe it's an emotion, it's an energy, yeah. But ultimately it's also an intention of another person. Like if you think about a butterfly, it could be something of a spirit, a spiritual. Yeah, ride or die. Maybe, you know, it was getting extreme, you know, kind of like a polarity energy, like in the axis polarity space of like, it's either yes or it's no. It's either black or it's white. It's either, yeah, on or off. And so now he's like, it's not so fundamentalized like that. It's like, no, it's actually spiritual. It's emotional. It's yeah, forgiving and learning upright. Hearing, yeah, I was drunk. Like, I'm sorry. I'm hearing that. Oh. Yeah, this is someone realizing like maybe their own shadow as well. And there is yeah, he wants to apologize to that. Reconciliation, passion. They want to be more romantic. It's like, huh. They want to like thrust themselves upon this person. The passion gets the best of somebody here. This is a private reading. I feel like this is a private reading for somebody. I mean, I don't know, like, who in particular, but okay. I don't know, I'm just seeing a carrot dipping. All right, free yourself in reverse. Pay 10 is like with hummus or something. Let's backtrack. This one feels bad. It's like, I do love Lake Charlotte. Okay, attraction upright. Maybe they thought like even like something taboo. It's like Dr. Phil didn't want to fall in with Oprah Winfrey. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, we got like our own curtain and our own show. I'm hearing that. It's like, no, trust. It's like, he feels like, but then like he sees her billboard, her ad. It's like, I'm hearing Waco, Texas. Fine. I want to wait for her. Oh, wait, fine. I'll wait. It's like, you fucking know. I see like Dr. Phil on a Harley Davidson. He was revving it, but then he realized that that's not really even like his mantra. It's like, this is so karmic. He feels embarrassed a little bit. Yeah, it's like, wow. I really kind of, yeah. I said like, also like, yeah, she was good looking, but not as much as I. It's like, separation, yeah. Deception reverse. Yeah, they were leaving this person. Like, I see like straight up like Dr. Phil like kind of framing even like, I'm hearing Willy Wonka. It's like he's making an issue. It's like, yeah, Willy Wonka, and yeah, Oprah Winfrey. It's like, yeah. So, but then it's like he turns on himself at the end of the day. It's like he points his finger to himself. It's like, but then I can't like, but then who am I? It's like I also have blame. I'm hearing that. Oh yeah, he's having a moment. Okay, he's having a moment. Very soon, playfulness. Yeah, he realized that this is also not his temperament, his natural temperament. I'm seeing a blue Jeep going by. It's like they do also really want to really have a particular experience here with someone, and it does come down to the fire energy. I see this as a matter of like the expression of fire, but in a way that is honest, that is true. For some of you, something got maybe a little bit intense. Okay, maybe even a little tribal. All right, take it as you will. Chemistry upright. Mirroring Winfrey again. Oprah, I don't want to be I'm here with religious factors. It's like, but they're making excuses. It's like, you're not going to say that you think she's not human just because it's like, maybe someone's actually prejudiced, or I don't know, love and light. Let's clear it. Oh dear. But maybe it's a taboo. But then it's like, I realize like I do really love her. I'm hearing, I don't want to have my pistol, my hand with her. I'm hearing that. It's like, you maybe someone had an issue with someone other than that person on here on TV. They had an issue with someone like, but then they kind of put it on that person. It wasn't really them. Let's clear it. I find your cherries delicious, ma'am. I'm hearing that. I don't know what the fuck. You know, he wants to come back. It's like, but it is kind of competitive, but then it's like, all right, let's pose for the camera now. It's like together. It's like, I do feel someone here is like, maybe, but you guys have a strong connection. Yeah, you have a strong connection. For yourself in reverse, attraction upright. I feel like, yeah, you guys are cathartic for one another, maybe, and I'm not saying that's necessarily like, you have to take it as you will. Are we starting to tell her? I feel like now I'm talking with like this Texan accent. It's like, all right, wedding upright. All right. All right now. All right. Also, doctor has prescription every now and then. What? Okay, channeling all Dr. Phil. All right. Now in recorded love in reverse, trust in reverse. It's like, he's like backing up. It's like, he wants to come back. All right. It is safe for you to love. But I see it. Yeah. Okay. True love. I feel it's a little bit ironic, you guys. I feel like this person didn't quite understand who this person was until maybe later. It's like, I judged you. All right. I'm hearing that. I don't know for everybody, but like, all right, let's clear. But like, I'm fucking like, really actually like, impressed by your work. All right. It's like, he's having a whole moment. All right. Okay. Separation, yeah. Cherries, yeah. All right. Put a few on the plate there for me. Thank you. Okay. Now, for some, the wedding upright. Are we gonna get serious with this? Give your relationship. It's like, come on. I'm not all bad. I don't have like the worst at heart. Like I hear this. I'm not trying to make fun. I can't even get out of the accent now. You made me feel like this person's rapping off on you. Like, oh dear. Like you got a lot of like attraction going in here, bug. Oh, religious factors. Oh shit, here come the religious factors. Like, but then you say, it's not a big deal. Like, I'm still in love with you. And how do we say? Like, even the red flags, like you both, it's like there could be a flying fucking comet. It's like, but you still like making eye contact. It's like, I love you. It's like even the flying comet is like that was something that you both were like saying like that's the end of. If the flying comet comes out, it's like that's the end of the relationship. It's like even the flying comet couldn't clear the intention from the eye contact between the two of you. It's like even there's a third party. I feel like I see like sirens, like I see like police showing up. It's like everyone's like whoop, whoop. It's like we have a good case of destiny on aisle like 45. It's like I don't know. So I know the number 45 that came through another reading. I think it was Pisces. The Pisces for what's going to happen in the next 10 I almost said 10 years, 10 days with this connection with this person. Oh my God. It's like everyone shows up. It's like no. It's like yeah, we arrived. It's like no. It's like it's reminding me of the music video Kygo stole the show. It's like they bust in, and then right when they bust in, it's like the couple like is like they're moving through the roof. Okay, check out that music video. Very interesting. Feel guided. Maybe after this video, if you feel guided, but whenever, however you feel guided. But yeah, hard trigger. It's like no. It's like I don't care about that. It's like I thought you said like we can't be together. It's like because of your religion, because of your class dynamic. I'm here as well. It's like. Oh, it's like no, it's like I see someone here. Oh my God. They're on the highway. It's reminding me of the Gemini reading. Very intense. Someone was like talking to other people in a restaurant or something. Let's go through. Yeah, it was really triggering. That was a few, and who remembers that reading? Anyways, romantic feelings. It might have been a Mercury reading, but romantic feelings, like everyone's like, what? Like, I thought they like called like the cops on each other. It's like, oh my God. But then everyone kind of is like watching and they realize this is a real story. Maybe that's a metaphor. Like something will become clearly like real or clearly clear. There could be a third party influence here, or someone wasn't like willing to say it out loud to like someone else. And then this drama is going to make that so clear. It's like, hello, everybody. Yeah. Like, I know we said like the tabloids like had it all wrong, but well, hello, love yourself in reverse. Yeah. Sideways. It might even be a private relationship. Like, I feel like you will come out with this. So yeah, I see you don't want to be like kind of backstage. Let's get a little bit on who, I'm not going to even touch those letters. Cause yeah. We get a D, we get an R. We don't have exactly the period symbol, but we do have a PHIL in there. And if we pull it, all right, 2 of Cups and King of Cups. I don't know if like you're ready. It's like some of you know that there's a really strong connection. Maybe it's just you don't want to tell them that. Maybe there's a third party. It's like, hey, like I think you guys are like kind of in love. Like, what do you think? Like, so but they need to realize like maybe on their own time, or they need to sort of maybe clear the energy on their own time. It could even be a guide, maybe a mentor coming through, like wanting, maybe like Dr. Bill coming through. I don't know what for everybody, but I do know what's going on for him. Okay, let's clear it. All right, let's step out of the personal reading. All right, devil here. Geesh. Step out. It's like maybe someone just doesn't want to admit something. All right, let's get into, what is like, let's just get a few more messages here. I mean, hear me out now. I know my humor. I have some dark humor from. Yeah, it's like, but he doesn't want that to be your memory of him. I left you when I saw you with someone. I couldn't let you get close to me. Yeah, this is like, you guys are going to really, I feel like, expose something. I hid who I really am from you. I see someone on a motorcycle getting off the motorcycle. They're taking everything off their helmet, their jacket. We need to let each other go. You and I were too young, and I feel you leaving me behind. And I know I was a distraction from your pain. And I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. Just being near you was intoxicating, and the timing just wasn't right for us in reverse. I feel you even though we were part of right. It's time for me to heal now. For some of you, I mean, this person wanted to maybe explain the past. And so they want to sort of like clear the air and the energy. Like, hey, it's not that was like kind of my thought with that. Let's go to the left side of the body. And I want to see how they will be feeling about you at that point. How you guys will, But I feel like take it easy. I read that as on your wedding day, like, you will go through maybe 6 to 8 months. On the 8th month, it's like this person will come through on your wedding day. You guys will get married on that day. It's like after maybe like, this is some kind of very intense, like a very dramatic energy. I thought this said wedding singer, mystery singer. How will this person, what is going to be if there is a reconciliation energy? I know I was a distraction from your pain, but I see someone getting very honest and raw, vulnerable. It says finding out the truth crushed me. Some of you, I feel like you will continue to Be honest here with this person over time in such a way. There will be things that you just really clarify. I wish things could be different in reverse. And let's get one more card here. What is the over presiding sentiment? I know I crossed the line with you, and I wonder if you were happy without me. I wish I could share my good news with you, huh? Let's see here a little bit further. Will you be with this person? Like, what is the nature? I feel like the this is again maybe part of the dynamic wedding on I know I was a distraction from your pain. This person maybe will want to come through with some kind of apology, some kind of offer, and it may be kind of unexpected or they will walk through. This is a moment and a person who I think they're not good at being kind of so-called normal, like kind of extending love in a very like sort of in a natural way. They are maybe very serious, and there's a lot to that. Like they kind of they want to come through in a like almost like a ride or die energy kind of way. And it's funny, Venus conjunct Pluto in his birth chart, because that's very intense. It's like, so yeah, for some of you, this person or this connection just maybe has those waves and they are very intense. Wow, it looks a little bit like smoke right there taking you off. For some of you, I feel like maybe someone here realizes that about their own personality. They realize that also that something was intense and maybe it wasn't really appropriate, and they want to come through and clarify that, but in a way that's indirect, not like I feel it's going to be kind of like intense. That's the only way I can really describe it. What do they want to extend to you? They also maybe want you to know like how much this hurts them or how much this made them feel. For some of you, maybe they're looking back on something from the past they may admit. For some of you that they even were maybe a bit jealous about something here with justice in reverse. They're going to clarify like their subconscious. What are they going to pay attention to the red flags upright? They want to kind of communicate like they're how they also feel. Like maybe they came off like, oh, I don't really care. I think they want to kind of make it obvious that they do care, and then it's not just that they just don't care. Honeymoon, engagement, let your friends help you out. They want to maybe come back around the mountain. Like they're going to be gentle with that approach, and they want to be kind of soft-handed with that, and that takes time for them though, because this is part of their personality. Let's get into the next reading. Gemini. What's going on in the night? When the night is young, and maybe they want to like, it could be a little hard-headed even, Leo. We've released your ex mirroring there. Keep it open mind. For some of you, there's a big theme here around apology, transmutation, forgiveness, learning, being honest, vulnerable, healing, and direct as well with our needs, not just like dominant, okay, or like aggressive or kind of even radioactive at times, but, expressive and demonstrative. And so for some of you, this is about maybe like gauging, like how can I maintain my sense of honesty with what I feel and also feel like I am feeling comfortable with how I express my love. So someone may be going through a bit of a lesson there. Let's move into the sign of Gemini. Love yourself first, right? Something is uncomfortable. You feel like you need to protect yourself. Reconciliation reverse. Something feels like it's uncomfortable. That's like the only way I can really describe this. I'm going to leave it at those two cards. Let's get a little further. Yeah, something even like got closed off or ended, it's like there's not much to it. Like something got cleared. Even I see that with the King of Pentacles, upright, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Something like something is like missing. Even like someone maybe the memory. I even hear that. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Princess of Cups in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. The Fool in reverse at the apex. Seven of Cups in the... I see someone's very confused about the situation here a bit. There was some kind of opportunity here with the Fool in reverse. That was maybe not called out. It's almost like someone kind of stood someone up kind of vibe. You have a lot that you want to say and clarify, and it's like obvious that that's not happening. This is the feeling I'm getting. I lost myself for a little while. I want you to I thought that said, I want you to know how I feel. I want to tell you how I feel, but it's almost like I want you to just know without me having to say it. Maybe someone here stepped away. They're not explaining themselves, but they just kind of like are wanting to subliminally maybe communicate to you. I know that I crossed the line with you. Maybe they're feeling a little bit bad. For some of you, I feel like there's a little bit of a misunderstanding or a mix up or mixed signals energy with, is it you or is it me? Like, for some of you, you're on pause. Let's get here the next 6 to 8 months in this connection. I do feel someone here is a little bit disenchanted. They're feeling a little bit disenchanted, a little bit sad. I'm hearing that as well. Someone maybe feels like they're a weirdo or something. I'm hearing that. I do see somebody here wants to like clear their head, their mind, to be able to come through in a more approachable manner and more appreciative. Maybe they felt like they weren't really appreciative. They felt like they couldn't really extend the best of themselves in this space. There was one very particular factor that was affecting the way that they were interacting with this person. For some of you, I do see there's a question of value and like acknowledging that somebody does value someone, and that's going to be brought up. I see that as well. So maybe somebody here wants to clarify that. It could even be a negotiation or a debate. They want to sort of have a readiness with which they address like how they value this person, possibly, or what they value. Let's get here further. If this is resonating, hit the like button. Let me know. Okay, I think that you will sort of have like clarity. I'm hearing hookah here. I don't know, to be very specific. You have clarity as to what the issues are here in some sense. You have clarity as to what is actually going on here with getting to know each other. Upright, deception, reverse. It definitely won't be triggering you as it is now. Whatever is triggering you now is definitely going to be like softened. 6 to 8 months, like you're not going to be thinking about it. I feel like it's not going to have the same meaning to you at the point that it does in 6 to 8 months. Retreat upright at the base of getting to know each other. Like something will be kind of clarified and obvious. It may even be you with you, like your values. Honeymoon, you're going to realize as well, like if somebody was mistreating you, like you're just going to kind of get out of that space of like, oh, it could have been that. We could have done that. So like, well, they weren't really my type. I'm hearing that, or they weren't really showing up and they weren't really approaching me the proper way. With let your friends help you. I feel like you're going to, for some of you, if you're even making kind of, how do we say, like still running after this person, still trying to understand like why they're behaving in a certain way. I see you kind of dropping the ball with that energy, okay, and not really wanting to figure it out and just being like, if they step forward, they step forward. If they're going to be honest, they're going to be honest, and not giving it so much importance and so much meaning and like, you know, making it mean so much ultimately with the let go of control issues and flirt. Some of you may step out of the conversation with, this could be the one in reverse. Like either way, I feel like you're just not going to make it as big of a deal. Maybe this person ends up coming through. It's like, you're going to say, look, I shouldn't be having to run after you like that. You should come through very openly, honestly, and just say it for yourself as you see it, as you mean it, as you want it, as you feel it. And if you don't, then I'm really going to be leaving. I hear that. For some of you, you may be dealing with someone who's a bit narcissistic. Maybe they like duck in and out. They hide. I'm hearing they hide their fingers, their hands, and their toes with you. And then it's like, but then you're wondering, you're like, but I feel like a full body here with me. So don't act like you're not in love. I hear that. We need to let each other go over. I mean, it may be the kind of thing where then when you're ready, it's like this person's like, well, no, we got to go. Like, I got to let this go. For some, or you may establish really clear boundaries and say, if you want to come back under that premise, great. But otherwise, like, I don't think this is going to be good for us. So many things remind me of you. Somebody may even have some habits. For a small number of you were feeling the habits, like they're affecting maybe even, there was something and they weren't saying it, but like it was kind of there. We need to let each other go. There's something even in your actual habits, like your lifestyle is just not compatible maybe. Honeymoon, getting to know each other. Yeah, some of you really, I mean, you really deserve someone who's going to respect you, and you should be compatible with that person. Like if somebody was making a lot of fucking sacrifices, like that's not working for me. That's not working for me. That's hurting my feelings. This is not my style. This is bothering me. You know, it's like I see a number of things. Okay. I see like someone maybe is a smoker, or somebody is maybe into like certain types of foods. Maybe it's like your diet. Oh, they're not a vegan. They're this, or they are vegan. It's like whatever it is, like there's so many things adding up. And I feel like at a certain point you're saying, I can't just like kind of, you know, yeah, I see someone like they're smoking in a room. It's like, this is not good for me. I got to go. Like, I can't like, I see someone doesn't like smoke and they're sitting in a room with smoke. And it's like, I can't do this. Like, I can't be here like this. Yeah. So you're going to identify, okay, for yourself. And you're going to get to this point where you're saying, I come first as well. Like I have standards and these are my standards. So I can't make excuses as well for why I'm still here. If I know that that doesn't work for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not available. I look for you everywhere. For a small number of you, like, yeah, I think you're going to have like boundaries. Okay. You're going to have a standard here and boundaries, and you're going to kind of like say, I'm not going to, you know, bring the conversation back in if it's going to still involve, I keep hearing hookah. There's something about hookah, take it as you will. If it's going to involve these such things, just being near you is intoxicating. I mean, but we literally just said hookah. I mean, that, take it as you will. I wish I could share my good news with you. I'm so attracted in reverse. Yeah, there's something about someone. It's like, that doesn't turn me on. And maybe you don't know what this is. Maybe this person was trying. I really feel someone maybe even smokes. Like they're not telling you. It's like you kind of, I see like a cigarette in someone's hand. They're not telling you, but you can feel it. Yeah. So because of that, okay, it's almost like you're saying that's kind of it, and that's enough for me to know that I don't feel that this is a good situation. Like I don't need also the explanation, the answer, the so-called reunion. I'm hearing that as well. If it's going to be that you are still bringing that conversation into the story, okay, or that state of mind, or that selfish also behavior attitude for some of you, you know, maybe someone here was like doing something in a very particular way. Maybe they're even like the way they're talking is very rude. They're saying something in a very particular way to suggest that something is not going on, but then it kind of like is, and then or they're suggesting that something is not going on. How do we say that something is also, they're saying, oh, it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal to you. Excuse me? Yeah. No, it's like, no, it's a big deal to you. It's like, for example, let's say someone's a smoker. Let's just make an example. It can be a metaphor. You're telling them, hello, I am like allergic to smoke. Like, I don't do well with that. It irritates my sinus. I just can't do the smoke. This person is like trying to convince you that it's not a problem for you. Okay. I see you saying, no, that's a problem for me, and I don't negotiate that. And I should, yeah. So you got to be clear on this for yourself. I see that you want, this is what you're going to want. You're going to want to be more clear about 6 to 8 months down the line. And I see you getting brave, and like, some of you, like, you'll hear something about someone. It's just like, oh no, I'm so turned off. Retreat in the theme. On honeymoon, maybe even like hear of something, you smell something, you smell the smoke on their clothes. It can be that they stop smoking. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it can. But I think like the point here for you, Gemini, like the point is that, I mean, your takeaway, but I think like you'll say, I know the standard. I know what my standards are, and I'm going to be firm at that. Ace of Cups. I do think you'll have like some sort of reunion, some sort of clarity. 6 of Wands upright in between the Ace of Cups and the Prince of Torches. 8 of Torches. I think someone here is feeling bad about something or weird about something. Maybe they feel that they were not, for a smidgen of you, somebody wasn't available and they were like flirting with you. And something about diet though. It wasn't in balance, maybe even. So yeah. Let's see. Will this person come forward? I'm curious. Empress. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, something was toxic. I'm sorry, with the King of Pentacles in reverse. Let's get on their energy here. I think they will try to heal something. This person's really in their feels. King of Cups upright, Prince of Pentacles in reverse, 3 of Pentacles in reverse. They want to heal something here with you. Maybe they're kind of shocked or surprised that maybe you found something out, or that you figured something out, or that something was as big of a deal to you as it really was. Like, let your friends help you. Can you guys give me a quick second here? For some of you, someone's very nervous about maybe you finding out about something, or like something destroying your connection. I think some of you realize like there's a hardcore factor. Like, I just keep saying something about smoking. Like, you know, like this one thing is an absolute no for me. So, I mean, if you're like, and so this person was maybe hiding that. I think maybe you didn't know so much about this person to begin with. And then over time, it's like you figure something out, you hear about something, and then it's like, oh dear. Engagement in reverse, maybe start getting turned off even. Excuse me. You stop wanting to even like talk about something. I see that. Yeah, something like stops holding meaning for you as it did in the past. I see this. You deserve love. Like you decided on something. So much phlegm in the throat. So, there's something going on possibly with the health, or there's something about definitely like communication. Maybe someone just this. It could be proverbial smoke. They're not talking about their values, but let's go right now. But I'm seeing smoke here. Forgiving and learning. And someone feels like bad. They feel weird. It's like I kind of didn't tell her that. Like it can be even like a cultural factor. Like maybe someone here was like hanging out with someone. Keep an open mind, forgiving and learning. Yeah. So what I want to know is like kind of what's going on. I think this is going to be a lesson for you to be like, I need to love myself first. Like this is a lesson for you. Like I need to love myself first and not give somebody the benefit of the doubt. If I don't know who this person is and they're not showing me clearly who they are, then I can't like assume that is not going to be something that possibly doesn't work for me. Yeah. Love yourself first. I think this is like a flip, a turnaround. Like, oh no, I don't think this is going to work. I'm hearing that Omaha. I'm hearing Omaha, Nebraska. I think this person is embarrassed about their behavior. Let's get on your energy. I see you as someone very impressive here. You most likely have like you're very connected to your diet, your health, self-love practices. I see like maybe you have children even. Like this person maybe was smoking around your children. I'm seeing that. They weren't telling you that. 9 of Swords on the Prince of Pentacles, or you felt like this would affect your children or something of the sort. And it was something like that you just had to eradicate, like as a very specific thing. And maybe, for example, like there were different factors in the connection, but then there's one factor. It's just that one thing. And it kind of makes it easy for you in a way with the Empress upright, Hermit upright. Like I see you really into your self-love energy. You're getting your mojo. I'm hearing that with your physical body. I see that going as well with the Empress and the Hermit. I see some of you're famous for some of you with the Hermit and the Empress. You're a naturopath nutritionist. Maybe, it's like you dealing with someone. It's like they're not being clear with you on their where they're at with their health, possibly. Maybe they want to reunite, but they haven't clarified for you like where their health is at. Let's get here with I want to see what are like where they're going to be at. Let's see. Will there be? Oh, I think Gemini, like there was something that you just, it's like a non-negotiable. Okay. It's an absolute non-negotiable. I'm hearing, I can't text them back after that. Like I can't message them back after that. Like for some of you felt someone even lied, maybe under the oath, like maybe they swore on something and they went back on it. They lied. I hear that. Trust in reverse, free yourself upright. It is safe for you to love. Sideways on that card here, free yourself. For some of you though, maybe you need to verify something. And for some of you, you're saying like, I free myself to everything that does not hold the high vibration, okay, of making me feel safe. So if you don't feel safe with someone, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see you were maybe hanging around someone who wasn't really showing themselves self-love, and then that was sort of like rubbing off on you in a way, and like you felt like you had to like watch out for this person and yourself and other people. It's like, you see what I'm saying? It wasn't like really pacifying for you. Now, this person maybe they're going to have an awakening. This person is going to realize something here. For some of you, they really, really liked you. Maybe they realized like this one conversation kind of got the best of them, or this one resistance to a certain, and it could be even like a stubbornness. Maybe they won't tell you something. It's like, can you tell me that like you're not going to be smoking? I'm hearing that again. It could be a metaphor. It's like they won't tell you. It's like they want to keep you in the dark with that or something like that. And so take it as you will. I'm hearing Gemini, Leo, Aries. Let's just get a few more cards. What will be of? I see this person. Yeah, someone looks just like Trump standing right outside there. I don't know. Prince of Torches. Isn't he a Gemini? Yeah. The Star in reverse. Prince of Torches are bright. For some of you, you may like kind of lose respect for this person a little bit. Like, yeah, I think you would just kind of lose respect a little bit. Again, I just get that. Like maybe they rush in, they ride in without like really a mantra. It's just like for a smidgen of you, they're doing exactly the thing that you said, like you're not okay with. Like, no. Like it's from a different vantage point. than the Leo reading, because the Leo reading was more like there was a softness, there's a vulnerability. Here it's maybe similar, but and definitely watch your Venus sign. They're similar, but then there is this like, and maybe it's multiple readings that you feel guided to, different aspects of the connection, but there's something that is still like hard and callous and unwilling to like change, very maybe immature even. I think some of you're going to be turned off by the way they approach you, like, and with what? Because, and with what meaning? Because this is something really important to you, really meaningful. I see that with the Star and the Empress. Like, it's like they don't want to admit that they did something wrong kind of vibe, so they come through in this like callous manner with you. Prince of Torches upright. Like, they kind of like, they like show you their cigarette box. It's like, you're an asshole. I mean, this for some of you, like, you're dealing with someone who doesn't deserve you. Queen of Swords upright, mirroring the Prince of Torches. It's like, I'm not going to do what you say. It's like, okay, yeah, you know what? No, I don't need to deal with that. I see you have an awakening, Gemini. You also have a moment. You, if anything, it's like, no, honey, the awakening is for me. Okay, I need to see an Ace of Swords upright, 10 of Cups in reverse. Like, this is not a safe situation, maybe, or like an environment you don't feel safe in. You don't feel, those moments, like you just don't feel safe. Yeah. Like, you don't think this person really has your back. You don't really feel this person has their own back. I get that again. It's like, you have this unsettling feeling. Like, you don't feel like when you're around this person that you can just conquer the world. Like, you can take it on, you feel like you constantly like have this other kind of entity of energy in your midst with them. And it really makes you feel like you just cannot trust them. So, but it also, I see that extends into like just how you feel, like in terms of the energy itself, like when you are energetically interacting with them, because there's just something in their aura, maybe even for some of you, or something. Let's put it on the side. I see for some of you, this person is a smoker, and maybe they said like, I'm over it, but then, then they come back though, and it's like, they know that this is, I don't think this person is ready for you. I'm just going to say it like that, but 7 of Swords, 2 of Cups in reverse. This is somebody who doesn't want to acknowledge like that you really need an answer to something as well. I mean, do you guys know who this is? Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Prince of Pentacles in reverse. They also need something from you. I see that. They're looking for something from you. Yeah, I think at Gemini, I see you pulling back, like Sagittarius style in last night's reading. I see you pulling back saying, I need to invest in myself. I need to focus on myself. I'm hearing this is not healthy. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Prince of Pentacles in reverse. So you even feel like you're wasting your time, your energy, your money. It's affecting, again, I'm hearing even like your physical body for whatever reason. Maybe like I see you like maybe you're sleeping with this person, and like I see you have like the irritation of smoke in your eyes. It's like, but you need to tell them this is not right for you. I hear that. Let's clear it into retrograde. This could be a past energy as well. It is Mercury retrograde. But there's some maybe like repeat message a little bit here, like something that maybe is a spirit is a reminder. Strength in reverse, like speak up for your values, speak up for your needs, say it clearly. Strength in reverse, Princess of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you need to maybe, it's something about even the approach. Thank you guys for hitting the like button on this video. Yeah, Empress and Chariot. They want to test you. They want to test your boundaries. I don't like that. But you take it as you will, Like, I feel like you feel this person would take you and your children to the casino. I'm hearing that. It's like that kind of vibe. Like, I cannot trust this person to like I don't know if they would do that or not. I hear like this. I mean, so of course you cannot sleep tight at night. Of course you're feeling uncomfortable. Of course. Like, of course. Maybe the children are a metaphor. Like, this is your future children. Maybe this person is smoking, and like that affects possibly you're feeling like, hey, I don't want to date a smoker. I'm hearing that. If we're thinking of having children, I'm hearing that. This is for someone. The Empress in reverse on the 7 of Swords upright. I think this person has like the nerve to come through and still flirt with you, when they know that it's like they still have the smoke on their breath. That tells me like there's lack of compassion possibly, but is this like resonating, calling in your soulmate in reverse? I feel like this is like awkward, but separation upright, keep an open mind upright. I'm hearing Leo. Yeah, and I think their machismo got like kind of the best of it. You know, they weren't willing to like, I mean, it's like even just super rude, like flick their cigarette at you. Yeah, so no. Oh my God, this is what we're talking about. Codependency coming through right then. Codependency says addictions are affecting your romantic life. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. No, please don't, unless you're going to clear that. I mean, don't come at me with an addiction. I'm hearing that as well. You said that you need. Yeah, you said that you were. This is someone who's really. They don't care. They don't care that this is important to you. They don't care that this is your value, that this is your standard, and like they don't care what you have said. You said openly, this is hurtful to me. This is also not healthy for me or my children. I'm hearing that. Maybe it's actually hurting you. I see like someone's eyes are burning. It's like, and then you are like, let's backtrack. And then you're coming through like wanting to just kind of control the situation. Like, yeah, here I am. I'm back, like with my cigarette as well. It's like, you know, yeah. So this is a metaphor. Let's kind of go around. I see a teddy bear here. You feel someone is offending you. And I think maybe even there's a question of like feeling actually safe with this person, which is not a good thing, right? Maybe they have, yeah, because you're saying it's one thing if it's like me and you, but it's another thing if there are children. I'm hearing that, you know, like for our children to be around and like if you still have this addiction going on, it's like they're trying to, for some of you, like even sexually sort of stimulate, and this is not appropriate. So you got to take care of yourself with the Empress. You have to really, let's go. I mean, hopefully not for everybody, but you have to like kind of look after yourself with the Empress. And that's not a good place to be when you feel someone, you have to look over your own Empress and be, you know, because you feel someone else's, but this is maybe a lesson like for you to do that anyways. And then know when someone is turning your Empress in reverse. You see what I'm saying? Not waiting to like feel like they're turning it right side up. Let's move into the next sign. Queen of Cups in reverse. Let's jump into Scorpio. Oh, you saw something, Scorpio. You see it so clearly. This is for some. What's going on in the connection right now? The Morning in reverse. Queen of Swords right. And I feel like it is about absolutes, but all right, let's get for something of a debate even here. Queen of Swords right. You saw someone's true colors. I'm hearing of how they, well, their values, their standards, how they feel about you. Queen of Swords right. They made that very clear. They said, don't come at me unless this is the menu. I'm hearing it like this, and you're actually able to serve what's on it. Let's go and throw Jabra. And don't come with missing items. I'm hearing that. Don't come with missing ingredients and tell me at the end of the day that, yeah, you're not able to serve it. Don't open the doors to the restaurant, okay, and say that, yes, you have a seat for me if you know what my needs are and that, yeah, that I would not be able to have them met. Don't play with me. Don't mess with my heart. I'm hearing that. And be up front. Let's clear. I'm hearing, dear future husband. Da-na-na-na-na. I'm hearing that song. Da-na-na-na-na. Yeah, something got maybe a little out of hand, but they need to get very clear with that. They need to get very presidential address with that. Queen of Swords right. Like, I don't know who you think I am. I don't know who you think I am going to be to you. With this dynamic that we got going on, okay, but I need to be respected. I need to feel respected, and they acknowledge that they were not feeling so. So for some of you, somebody here made something very clear, very simple, very clear. Queen of Swords, right? Queen of Cups. Yeah, and they have a very important discussion. We have a bird here flying around. I was going to say mouse. It could be a very particular message for someone. There may be something that wasn't working, and like they maybe try to still make it sort of still okay or something. It's like, you're like, I can smell the bullshit and I don't take it. I don't own it. It's not going to be mine in the next 10 years. So either you're going to address it right here, right now, and we're going to get down to it. And that's going to be the foray into the relationship, or we're not opening the door together. I'm here to print the manual, reconciliation of, right. Yeah. Something was, they like wanted things like kind of, let's clear. Somebody wanted they wanted to kind of have it their way. Just in a simple way. They weren't really, again, very similar to Gemini, like not really thinking about this person's needs in the moment, not really thinking about how this person actually felt about something, not really considering this person, kind of disregarding their needs and their thoughts and their feelings and their emotions. I'm hearing that as well. Attraction, yeah. And hello, yeah. Queen of Cups in reverse. It's one thing if we have maybe, they got the, Two of Cups in reverse. Maybe you're disregarding, okay, maybe the initial interaction or however. We're at the Queen of Cups, baby. We're at that Queen of Cups, and if you're going to turn her in reverse and you're willing to turn her in reverse at this point, especially, we have a major ass maybe of a problem here. And some of you, this is not going to fly for you. Let's clear it, especially if you're a water sign. Some of you had to get very strict with something. You deserve love, religious factors, attraction. Someone was making excuses you felt. You're plain and simple, plain up and out. making excuses. Thank you guys for moderating. Throat chakra. Romantic feelings, give relationship. Yeah, you saw someone's like their intention, like their perspective of the relationship. It's like, oh, you expect that in this connection. You're saying you expect that's the standard. That would be okay. That should be okay. Even some of you may have gone to an argument, a debate, even again with someone. It's like you kind of started to see what they're okay with, and similar to the Gemini, like they wanted to reconcile with you, even though like they knew it wasn't the right terms for you. Let's get into the next 6 to 8 months. I see getting kind of like a little bit like all or nothing. I'm hearing baby, baby, baby. That song by Justin Bieber. All right, wedding. I'm getting you get solid on an idea here, Scorpio. I see you get very good at something as well. You get very focused with something. You get razor sharp clarity on something. And if you are dealing with someone who has a lot of Venus, Gemini, and Scorpio, we said Venus, Gemini, and Scorpio. You're dealing with someone who has a lot of Scorpio or Gemini. It may be that, there's something that is going to be, okay. So for some of you, this is like a little more on the up and up than, let's say, maybe the Gemini reading, but it doesn't mean that there isn't potential, right? We are creators. So it's vibration. So should the vibration shift? That's right. Okay. Worth waiting for, honeymoon, wedding, but there's a very strong energy here. And I'm looking outside. I see someone here wearing a construction outfit. For some of you, you realize that something maybe was a mistake or a misunderstanding. And I see that you will repair whatever this is. Actually, for some of you, and it could be with you, there's something that you will get so clear on, and it may not be with this person necessarily. For some, always keep an open mind. Obviously, with that, it's not like, okay, like I gotta like marry this guy or however, or her, or however. This is for some of you. Somebody has children. I've even seen that worth waiting for a wedding. Maybe you're like kind of getting, but for some of you, I do see like a very positive energy with this person. Like control issues that came through for a few signs. No, in the 6 to 8 months. Yeah, literally keeping open mind, coming through playfulness. Yeah, I think you guys are going to rekindle something here. It's like, okay, it's not really like that. Like maybe they saw it's some misunderstanding. Like, oh, they interpret it like that. That's not what I meant. Like true love in the theme. I think you're going to realize like if something's true love, like I can step away and you have to step forward, right? So that's kind of the conversation. Let's get a little bit further. Somebody may even step away because they respect, but take it easy, well. I see somebody in a suit and tie. You and I were too young. I knew exactly what I was doing. I think this person does want to communicate, like, I do have feelings for you. I do have a feeling here about this. It's not that I don't respect or that I was intending to, like, disrespect or sort of show up with, like, half of the conversation. So I think over time they may sort of realize more of how they want to show up with you in a romantic way, even with romantic feelings on playfulness. They want to sort of treat you right. I mean, that as well. And like really show up in a way that is going to be satisfactory for you, appreciated. They want to show up in a way that is approachable. 9 of Pentacles in reverse on romantic feelings. Queen of Swords in reverse. 6 of Swords in reverse. The 3 of Cups upright. Some of you, I feel you will smooth over the misunderstandings, and somebody will really sort of come through with a sense of better recognition of also like themselves and how they want to, how they can reestablish trust with you. Let's move into the next sign. And I strongly feel an emphasis on romance there. So maybe something here was sort of obvious. Maybe they didn't express it. It was something in the back of their mind. They never ended up sort of saying it clearly, clarifying it. I think they want to come through and clarify it and say it openly, honestly. I'm seeing something about Japan here. We both know I'm not the one for you coming through. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, they want to maybe even clarify, like they said something, maybe they misinterpreted it, something like that. Like they don't feel comfortable with like leaving it at that, like, oh, I didn't mean that. I mean that. Let's move into one more note though, Scorpio. Yeah, I feel there was maybe some factor that was affecting their judgment even, and I see that they want to come through and address that. Let's get into Libra. Something is very hard here for you, Libra, to like move on from. I regret lying to you in reverse. It's like you don't even want to like talk about it, address it. You just don't want to open it back up. There's something just very uncomfortable. I see you want to close your eyes and just not kind of wake up from this storyline. I hear it like this. I lost myself for a little while, right? There's pressure here. You're feeling maybe some kind of pressure here. I want you in reverse. Some of you thinking about maybe how to come forward. Like there's some kind of weird energy in the connection right now. Someone has an excuse for something. I see that. Like they're not sure really how to assert in the situation. Let's go to something very uncomfortable. We have it is safe for you to love. They're not sure if they should come through, come back, come forward. There's definitely an avoidant energy. They're worried maybe if you do have a conversation, what will happen for yourself, wedding. There's a question of commitment here. It's like, uh-oh. It's like I see someone just left someone kind of standing on the aisle, like maybe of expectation. This is very immature. Like, where did you go? Why did you just leave at that very important part of the conversation? Like, this is really hurtful, actually. I see that. Deception reverse, very soon in reverse. Like, this is super mixed signals. Not at all making clear, not at all communicating. Remind me a little bit of the Leo energy, like, love yourself in reverse. Yeah, this is, it's like someone's not making clear kind of, are you with someone else or are you just like wanting to focus on yourself? I hear like this. They're not they're not committing. So this is a problem. Let's look in the long term. This is a problem for someone they're feeling like it's not like a good vibe. Let's get some cards. Tower universe. Yeah, they're even avoiding. Yeah. They're keeping them hanging on a string kind of vibe, like judgment. It's really kind of rude. Maybe in how do we say insensitive, like. This is obvious, like that this would hurt someone's feelings, like not addressing that, not saying so, but then they're not really like making any move to make it clear what their intention is. Princess of Pentacles, King of Torches, yeah. A little bit of a controlling. It's like they're like kind of dominating the way that the discussion moves. They're sort of dominating the vibe. Let's get further into it. I feel someone's very sensitive. Like they know this person's hanging on their every word. So that's kind of the part that's a little bit inappropriate. Let's get into the next 6 to 8 months. Pay attention to red flags. Somebody will realize something. They're going to point it out. They're going to say it. Okay. This reminds me a little bit of the energy that came through in the Gemini reading. So if you're dealing with a strong Gemini Libra axis of energy, unless there's a lot of Scorpio there, because that Scorpio energy was kind of similar, but like more on the up. I feel like for some of you, there is something that you're going to have to see for what it is. It's like, this is a fucking red flag. We're not going to tie-dye color it, okay, in the washing machine. Like someone's trying to maybe change the color of the flag. I'm here to like this. Like I see you just saying, that is just definitely maybe even like the way they are. So am I okay with that? Am I okay with someone who would do something like that? Would sort of, I'm hearing also leave and get up and ghost and not call back. And, I'm hearing, free the birds from the cage before they do so. Like this is something super inconsiderate. And so I think you're going to kind of recognize that you do have a value here that is not to be forsaken. Some of you feel someone kind of disgraced you. They made fun of you a little bit here, or they kind of like took something that was very important to you and then they cast it to the side. Religious factors, give your relationship a chance, trust, let your friends help you. It's kind of offensive. I see that as well. So, and maybe this person was making excuses like, oh, it's because, for some of you here, you really started to think like this person doesn't value me. Yeah. And it's just that simple. Like, so, but then here's the thing, like, it's not about negotiating, right? Maybe their value is not having the same value as you and mine, unfortunately. If that's the case, they want drama possibly, or they just don't. They're stubborn, rebellious. So it's like, am I going to be okay with the fact that we're just not going to have a middle ground here ever? Maybe this could be the one. Like if they're too in their head about this, I'm hearing that as well. Okay. Thinking about also like what's all fair and square and like passive aggressive energy. Like no, you're going to no. You're going to have to be vulnerable. Let's clear down the rest of the body. Let's clear on the throat chakra. Let's clear all the way back down the back. Someone here walking, they look like the Godfather. I don't know. It's like he's thinking he's just very like, he wants to be like secretive as well. No. I'm here. Listen, I can be secretive too. It's like, I'm not though. And so you just stop wanting to play this game. Keep an open mind, upright. New love in reverse. For some of you, this person was maybe a bit like, you felt like until you really cut the connection, like they would still be in your energy field. They would still be in your aura. You would still sort of be interested in them. You would still be curious about them. I think this person really does like you and respect you, but they're not in the way that is actually necessary when it comes to true respect, true love. I see someone here with some sort of construction outfit on. It's like they need to respect you by actually fucking respecting you. Not in the way that they feel is respecting you. It's like they are trying to negotiate. It's reminding me of the Gemini reading. Like, oh, I know that you don't like the smell of smoke, but I'm trying to like, yeah. Kind of convince you that let's clear in the sacral. It's like that. Let's clear in the sacral. No, no. You're gonna have to end this, Libra. I feel for some of you, like you're gonna have to kind of have like a moment where you say, that's the code. Either you punch it in and we're going to admit it, or no, because this person will want to go in circles. They probably have a lot of water in their chart, air in their chart. I see that. They just are not willing to admit that thing. I hear that. Finances and career. So then I'm going to give it up. I'm hearing that. Give it up then. I'm hearing that. Trust. Yeah. Mirroring finances. Yeah. So finance and career. I'm tasting popcorn here, like as if you're in the movies or something. You feel like something's just not worth it even. It's just too much effort, too much focus. Like you feel that there's not enough of, yeah, no. Oh, Libra. Deception at the base of trust. This is at the base of the whole reading. It's like, for some of you, once a liar, always a liar kind of feeling that I'm getting. And maybe you saw it so clearly. Like you saw that I was writhing even in pain and you didn't even like, I'm hearing, call me back. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing, I truly can't, I see somebody here as a mole. I can't trust you anymore. I'm hearing that. Yeah. So it's like you kind of left your heart with them and they truly just discarded you as you felt it. And hopefully that's not the case. I'm seeing someone here wearing a burgundy shirt. It's like you left my heart just like bleeding and you came back like when it was sort of love and light, let's clear it. But I'm hearing like crusted over. And this is horrifying. Like, why wouldn't you have come through sooner? Like when you knew as well in the very beginning, like I told you that was my need. Oh God. It's like they were just kind of letting you feel this is horrible. Because who are they to tell you what you need to feel? This is called a relationship. You guys need to be in balance. You need to be really empathic truly to one another. Not like it's my life and it's all my life. And they're even trying to take control over your life. I'm here at a certain point, like almost telling you that like what you're feeling should be kind of like this way or that way, or that it should be less or more, or that it should be real or not real. You know, there's a moment you have to kind of take your life back. I'm hearing that like this Libra or cross watcher. My life is not as together as it seems. So they're almost like, yeah, there's someone who wants to control like your story. I'm seeing that as well. Maybe the way you interpret them, but then you're saying, no, it's an absolute, like for some of you, maybe they cheated. Maybe they did something that was just I'm hearing like, it's a no, like, and you knew that bothered me and you still did it. So it's a no, and you just going to call it out. And so I'm hearing, I'm ready. I regret lying to you coming through. First one, I read, they tried to put something on you, and it was not your issue, but they tried to push it on you. Maybe you see the issue is it's not necessarily they're a gaslighter for some of you. So that's the issue here that we're dealing with. It's more like no matter what it is, it's like, why are you putting it kind of like on me to make it seem like it's my issue? I hear it like that again. All right, so this is helpful. It feels intense, but I'm hearing, do you remember, like, this person wants to call something, I got ace one. So this is someone who I kind of want to pull like a long-term, just really quick, because like they're embarrassed to like admit that they ever did anything wrong ever. It's like this person never wants to say sorry. It's like they think if they say sorry once, then it's like you got to get out of your head with that. Yeah, codependency of it's like they have a codependency on their ego. It's like, yeah, for their happiness, which is then limited because ego is very limited. So yeah, that's what your gauging point is. Then you're not gonna experience the heights of the ecstasy of love that we can experience together. Because honey, I'm honest. I'm not talking through the I'm hearing through the bulletin board of my ego's announcement of what I need. Yeah, this is a moment, guys. I'm not here to, reference my ego on every move I make. I'm fucking honest with you. I'm hearing that, oof, somebody is not having this separation upright. Love yourself first. Release your ex upright. I want to get here again, Celtic Cross. I think Spirit may want you to like take time, take distance, really understand what you're looking for in your life. What is really, really, really your vision, not just what I'm dealing with. It's like sometimes we get so caught up in this like fucking like issue in this moment, but then it's like, that's not the point. Like, let me set that to the side and really think, is this worth my time, my energy, given what I'm looking to experience in the long term? And is this person going to be able to be that person that I would need for myself to be for myself? I'm hearing that as well. Are we resonating? Are we reflecting? Are they the person that I would want to be to them? Should I be in their shoes? 10 of Pentacles upright. That right there is the question. Let's clear. And if that's a no, guys, The question is the shadow work. Why am I still here? Why am I dealing with also their mother's luggage, karma? I'm hearing history, ancestral DNA is like that won't upgrade. It's like fuck. It's like stuck on glitch mode. It's like I'm not here. I can't. I see someone's like, Queen of Swords upright, the Hermit upright. Yeah, I feel Spirit wants you to just step back and see what happens. Like if you were to step away, okay? But I do feel like this is obviously there's a history here. There's a lot of love here. Like there is a passionate energy. We have the High Priestess. I feel Spirit is saying like it is a matter of the shadow work, and this is a matter of understanding your needs. Let's get into and what you really want and understanding. Is it there? Is it right in front of you? Is what you really want what you're dealing with right now? And that takes a lot of fucking bravery and honesty. Let's move into the next. Something about the UK. Somebody may be moving. It's like, yeah, maybe you have to cut off a cycle and just to understand, and maybe you will come back. Maybe, but you have to like understand, like, if it is real. I just keep seeing this. Maybe you're not sure if someone's lying or if they're being honest. It's like maybe you need time to step away to really kind of feel yourself there. Let's go around. Let's backtrack again. You may be like looking at this person, the decisions they're making, and maybe you're thinking, if I were in their shoes, like, would I make a decision like that? Would I make a decision in that way? I want to get really quickly. Do you have a future with this person? I'm just curious. If you get through the karma and someone gets very brave here, yeah, definitely. Express your love, engagement, children very soon, finances and career, and religious factors in reverse. But you have to understand, like, because sometimes the issue is like, I see so much potential in this person, but then there is this sort of this shadow, this challenge around the connection. And so then it's like, but you want to get to the connection, but then there's so much like shadow around the connection, the source of the connection. So it's like, are you willing to clear your mantra around the love? I hear it like that as well. Yeah. If there is so-called, we have the number 10. Okay. We have the number 2, strong Capricorn, Taurus. It can be, we have 5 and 6. So for some of you, you do have a lot of potential, but you have to be brave. You have to be honest with also what may be holding back in this space and saying, hey, you know what? It's like, we gotta, I'm here to go shirtless sometimes with them. We have to, be vulnerable. Yeah. And love yourself first coming through. It's funny. That looks very similar to the romantic feelings card. So for some of you, I think someone here just needs to realize, like, maybe I'm being kind of tough here. Maybe I need to kind of clear my mind and understand what is also running me. Okay. Governing me, charging me. So let's get into, really quickly. I want to see what can we expect when it comes to that. In terms of years, because this is heavy shadow work, religious factors in reverse. Let's get here. I do think both parties want to keep this moving. $2024 might be something rather profound. As someone's career improves in 2023, that may really positively impact and affect the overall connection. And like the way someone is expressing emotionally, they may feel like they're more mature in some way. Yeah, 2024, that could be a particular year. Some of you may even, for some of you, I feel they want you to like not to let go, like not to hold on. Like they're kind of maybe trying to tell you indirectly that they do really care about you. Pluto, a lot of shadow work. I want to get here a little bit on timing though, specifically when it comes to if there is a shift in 2024, the season of Gemini, and then we have the number 10. So it can be something about Gemini season, even Cap season, something about the number 10, even the number 3, 13 even, and reducing to 4. So, okay. Can we get also more timing as to this? This could be the one very soon. What, like, how, yeah, the number 5 and Cancer. Something maybe related to the archetype of Cancer. Maybe something needs to move through in relation to the archetype of family. Something about the number 5. Again, is that Gemini season, May. Maybe May 4th, Cancer being the ruler of the 4th house. Something about the number 9 as well. So possibly look out for Cancer season. That could be a big season, or when we have very particular movements, changes, big time Cancer season, especially the number 5, the Sun. Cancer season, or it can be, yeah, Cancer season, or any placement in Cancer may be really, really particular for the shifting of this energy and the transmuting and the really healing energies here for this connection. I do want to get one quick deck. And, sometimes it's like we go through those moments where we kind of let it go almost completely. And then those are the moments that charge us, that supercharge us, that push us to do the shadow work. So it may not be that, certain energies are detrimental, so-called, to the overall connection, or that certain energies are dissuading from the potential or passion. Let's get here a particular season that you might find is very helpful when it comes to doing this so-called shadow work, or the changes here. Let's put the changes. We have Saturn in Aries, the Sun in Scorpio. Scorpio season can be really particular. Sun in Cancer. Interesting. So yeah, something around the archetype of family, resources. When somebody, I think, like moves through something that was kind of triggering, challenging, stressful in one area of life, that will then open room for the rest of the conversation in some sense here, emotionally or otherwise. Venus and Capricorn, like they may get more honest or expressive here. They may let loose a little bit, their guard down. Mars and Leo, Moon in Cap, during maybe a full moon or new moon in Cap, or a very particular moon stage in Capricorn. Mars in Taurus, Saturn in Sag. We also have Venus in Pisces and Mercury in Aries, with Sun in Taurus in the theme. So yeah, I feel the shadow work is related to the shadow of Taurus as well. It can be that somebody here is, there's something about history, dogmas that don't really make us happy. I'm hearing that as well. Realizing when a system is governing and controlling your life. I hear it as well in this way. Realizing when, yeah, even somebody here maybe is like allowing some system to sort of rule and govern the way that they live their life emotionally. For some of you, though, also, it is possibly about this element of what's going on? Not really clearly seeing the love. And it may be that someone here maybe was sort of rigid, or overly sort of structured in their approach, and maybe even a little bit cold. So we have Jupiter and Capricorn as well, Saturn and Virgo. Let's backtrack. Jupiter and Pisces, Mars and Aries, Mars and Pisces. Something is very, I feel like, much going to become clear. It was like uncomfortable. It's going to become obvious that it needs to be addressed. So yeah, I feel like somebody here has to kind of like let loose and like release also the karma. And we got the North Node right now in Taurus, very heavy karma here. We're talking about past life energies as well. Very uncomfortable, like, especially if that's something that you grew up with or you relied on to some sense. And so I see someone here is realizing they're slowly sort of, it's a chrysalis energy, like they're breaking from the shell of their self-talk. I hear that as well. And they're going to realize, like, is that really healthy for me when it comes to my happiness, pushing maybe this away and telling myself that, I don't want, let's say, to express myself in a more loving, free, open manner. Let's get into the next sign of Sagittarius. We already did Sagittarius. Let's backtrack. Where are we at? Aquarius. What's going on, Aquarius? Who are you dealing with? What's going on? Keep an open mind. I'm also hearing one last message to Libra. Somebody doesn't want to interrupt somebody. Take it as you will. Maybe they don't want to come through. I see something orange here, like makes me think of Halloween right there. They don't want to interrupt you, like maybe while they're moving through certain transformations and changes. Take it as you will. Romantic feelings, keep an open mind. very soon. Some of you met someone, you really like them. You do like really feel that this is a big deal. It could be a long-standing connection. You know that it's not random. Like there's a reason for this. It's a very strong soulmate connection. And definitely watch Venus sign for love. But then at the same time, like you know that there is a need to sort of have some very particular moment. It feels a little bit like you're waiting on something. I get that. Let's get further. Like let's go into root chakra. You're waiting on some kind of message, maybe even movement, change, expression, someone to expose their feelings. Maybe you feel like there's a lot building. It's like, I know that you know that I know that you know. It's like we're feeling this way, but then someone's not communicating. I see a German Shepherd puppy here. Take it as you will. I guess someone's like a little bit tired of reading between the lines. Princess of Cups upright. Especially like there's frustration because like someone feels frustrated. They feel there's a lot of potential and then we're just not talking about it. We're just not really saying anything. We're not doing anything about it. We're not doing it. I'm hearing that Queen of Wands, King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, something is taking too long. For some of you feel like you're wondering, like, why are they not responding? Why are they not getting back to me? Why is there this delay or this feeling that we're not addressing? Like, we're not getting to the crux of the matter. We're not getting down to it. There's something that is just almost being bypassed. In the theme is the Three of Pentacles. I think someone's starting to think, like, is it all in my head? Maybe it's just all in my head. It's like, there's a little bit of, I think there's a misunderstanding. I feel like you both really care about each other. I don't think that it's as big of a problem as you may interpret. Let's get here a little bit further. Let's get here the long term. 6 to 8 months. Where is this connection? There's some factor here. Someone will kind of make it clear. I think, like if you're feeling something, like some hesitation, you're right. Like I do think there's something going on there. But it's kind of impacting the rest of the connection. I'm going to be honest here, Aquarius. I feel like with this person, you may have a really strong connection, but then there are factors outside of the connection that are like going to kind of be prevalent. Like, and if it's not this thing, it's that thing. If it's not that thing, it's this thing. Like, this seems like a very challenging connection. It's like the romance is one thing, but then there's just like all these factors, like religious factors and finances and career and like go control issues. I feel like I almost felt a little earthquake there. And then you got deception, heart-to-heart conversations. Like, I mean, I feel like whatever this is going to kind of build. And like, I feel this like climactic moment, like with different things over time. I mean, it feels like, yeah, it's like a lot of different things. But then you have romantic feelings, pay attention to red flags. Some of you, I feel like you're caught in between like, but is it like a good thing? Is it something that we have to fight the love for, romantic feelings? Or should I just kind of like, am I kind of being like kind of silly with my future? I'm even hearing that. Like maybe you feel like, am I kind of, is it worth it? I'm hearing that 9 of Wands bright, 4 of Swords reverse. There's a lot of karma here. Thank you so much, Jay, for your super chat. 7 of Pentacles bright. I think that you will understand, okay? I think that the more that you openly communicate, the better. But for some of you, someone's even in a contract, maybe, whoever you have in mind here, like, it may take some time for you guys to have really, I think you will reconcile, but there will be time needed. And what does that mean really, right? I think that it's not that you don't feel there's a connection. It's just the way in which you feel you need to connect with this person. Like that is maybe going to take time. So let's move into the next reading. Reminds me of the Libra reading. Let's do Capricorn. Capricorn. Hit the like button, guys. Let me know if you like this reading style, if you feel guided, of course. Playfulness upright, chemistry in reverse. Some of you, something is like very erratic, I'm hearing cut dry, going up, down, chemistry in reverse. Someone's worried that they're losing someone, that someone's not interested in them. They're worried that something has been cut dry. Maybe they're worried that someone lost interest in them. They're worried that something is not going to be possible. I'm hearing even financially. I'm hearing that. Okay, give yourself really. They're not sure how they can redeem the storyline. They're not sure how they can get something back. I'm hearing win something back. Even this could be the one. I see someone kind of retreating, running away. I'm here. I'm not going to share the news with her. I hear that heart to heart and heart. There was something kind of like someone felt maybe like something was meaningful, but then it wasn't. Unrequited love. Okay, let's get here the long term. Pay attention to red flags in reverse. It's like, I knew it, like, I should have just seen it sooner. It's like, kind of vibe. What's coming in the next 6 to 8 months? Let's clear it. Children. It may be that, like, you have some sort of renewed... Maybe someone wanted something very particular and you couldn't offer it. Forgiving and learning. I do see someone's thinking, like, will it get better? It may be that you look back on whatever this is and it's sort of this is about demonstration of love, and there is a lot of tension, a lot of, like, we know this but we're not saying it. Retreat, upright. It may be that you finally understand something, and for some of you may need to let this person go, or that you need to let's put them back. I don't feel like you will, though. Interestingly, I don't feel like you're going to want to do that. I think you want to at least try, like, really try, especially if this is someone who you've been with for some time. But I think someone's worried, they're paranoid that this person does not want to try with them anymore, that they don't like them. It says release your ex, pay attention. They're maybe acting like, oh, it's like, here I am. It's like they don't want to come back pretending like they really, they don't want to come back with, like, passion, even though that is what they feel, and flirt. Because they're afraid, like, what if, like, they don't want to come off as desperate even. It's like, but I'm so sorry. Heart-to-heart conversations. Chemistry. Yeah, I think that you guys may try to, like, change gears with maybe the discussion topic kind of vibe and see if that's helpful. Let's get a few more cards out. What's going to be? I think someone's really reluctant to admit that they do also miss somebody, that they want a reunion very soon, or to clarify the connection and their perspective of it, and that they have a perspective of it for some. Some of you I'm hearing they kind of they silence, or they ghost, or they go stone cold. They kind of are hard to read. I'm hearing that as well. Love yourself first. They need confirmation from you that you really like them. They may be, like, silent. They want you to, like, reach out to them and, like, kind of make it really clear and obvious. They do want a new beginning with you. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. So this is I think you guys really, it's about getting on each other's so-called level. We have wedding, new love, honeymoon. Like, I think you both have to admit, like, this is what I want with you, and, like, really kind of coming down to it. So yeah, I think it's about also, like, both parties, like, really getting very raw and vulnerable, honest. Let's move into the next sign. Let's get on Cancer. It's like you got to blow helium into the balloon. I see two people, like, kind of bringing their balloons but not blowing helium into it. And helium makes me think of the throat chakra, but also the heart chakra. Take as you will. Deception. Cancer, you're like, is this really happening? I see you are in shock. Oh my God, Cancer. I see you like, no way. Oh no. Oh, somebody stepped away. Maybe they ghosted even, or they just said, hey, you know what? Like, that's the end. Maybe their behavior changed. They switched their behavior up on somebody here. Express your love. It's like, is that what you think of me? I'm hearing that. Is that what you take me for? I'm hearing that. Is that what you think? I don't know. There's something that is. Somebody feels like kind of, there was something that was inappropriate that was brought forward. Can we get here a long term? What's happening in the next 6 to 8 months in this connection? Unrequited love. It came through in reverse. I see someone kind of like closing the door, closing the window. It's like closing the house. It's like, you don't want to hear from me. I'm hearing that. Keep an open mind, upright. I'm hearing War Zone. That song by Zayn. I'm hearing Mistress. I don't know what that's alluding to. I don't know, Cancer. But if you're dealing with someone, especially Venus in Cancer, watch your other signs. Personally, yeah, watch your Venus sign, your moon sign, and that of the person that you're dealing with possibly as well. It's cleared on the back, and especially the sign that rules your your 7th house. But we did say 6, so that might be Virgo, though, for some of you. If you are Pisces rising, Virgo on your 7th house. Let's clear it. Possibly for some, potentially. Unless you have an intercept now. Okay, for some of you, okay, so new love coming through. Love yourself first. I feel like the requirement here is possibly to have distance, to have space, so that you both can sort of establish, okay, the honesty that's needed. Keep an open mind, new love. You're maybe even saying, I'm going to move on. Like you're openly saying that to this person for some of you. Some of you, maybe they even see you at dinner with someone, soulmate, attraction, and flirt. Like maybe they were even like, okay, so for a small number of you, this person was not honest about something. Like they were even saying to your face, like, I'm not attracted to you, but they're dating you fully. Like, I mean, I don't even know what, like, I see a balloon in someone's hand. It makes me think of the Capricorn reading that we just mentioned there. Like they fully went back on their word. It's like, so you don't believe in that? I'm hearing that. It's like, this is maybe they had mixed signals with you very soon. You feel they're playing games. So I think some of you ended the cycle, you ended the contact, you ended the communication. Let's go in the root chakra. You felt like they were being silly with you, being very, very insincere. I'm hearing inconsiderate. And then for some of you, like they have to assert. And I think if it's physical, especially, they're going to have to come through and say it just for what it is super strongly. Let's get into the next sign. Let's move into the sign of Aries. I see you needing to be very clear and direct with something very quick. I see you moving like on something and making a decision on something quickly, getting to know each other. You're wondering something about someone, but you're not sure how to address this space or approach this person. You deserve love. You need to like identify something very clearly. Wow, look at that. You need to verify something. Let's get into the next 6 to 8 months in this connection. What are we looking at here for you, Aries? Playfulness. And we have reconciliation. It is in reverse. For some of you, maybe something is not as bad as you think. It may actually find resolution fairly quickly. You may find that you don't need to actually have a whole conversation here. We got new love upright. Maybe someone else steps through and it's like you thought you were going to have to like confirm something. It's like, nah. It's like, here they come. New love upright, reconciliation reverse, especially like for a small number of you, maybe even this person starts to gesture to you like you stop needing to put so much in. I think this will find resolution. We have finances, yeah. Something is going to become clear. Let's backtrack. Something's going to be more grounded. I see that as well. More, someone's behavior will be more considerate. I also see that. More clarifying. Are those all the signs? I think we've done all the signs. Have we? Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit the like button. Let me know. Let me know if this did resonate. Let's go and throw chakra. Any other notes here really quickly? Yeah, if somebody was giving you mixed signals or like maybe they were being a little bit immature or saying yes, but then they meant no, or they were saying like sorta, but not really. Like maybe even, I feel this is in terms of attraction, and that did come through in that last reading as well. Let's go. Like, was it the Cancer reading where someone was like, yeah, I'm not attracted to you or something like this, but then they were giving like mixed signals a little bit. I feel they realize they have to come through really directly there in that space because you're not going to be the one sort of needing to like keep the momentum with that and keep making it obvious on your part. So we'll see you in the next videos, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.